Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Twitter's going. Kick is going. YouTube thumbnails up to date. Twitch is going. And looks like Rumble's going. Looks like everything's going. Please give me another moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's going good. So let's go and get started. Not replays, but spectate into the live games lobby. Let's see now. US versus OKW, reasonably ranked. Yep, this seems like a reasonable enough game. Okay. Wait, is my... yeah. For some odd reason I thought my microphone wasn't turned on. Got plenty of hard drive space, so hopefully everything should go good. Greetings everyone, and Grade here from another Cup Heroes 2 replay, straight from the live games lobby. And I realized I forgot to turn on my macros. On the north side as the blue OKW of Sirius TMG. Spawn on the south side as the red US forces of Born to Coom. Great. Please give a moment, I realize I forgot to turn on my macros. What a great way to start off the day. There we go. My macros rebinds my arrow keys to WASD, so I'm able to glide around the field a little bit better. Drone Pioneers catch some sectors. Now I'm for the fuel sector now. We do have a rifleman squad here. Both players have locked in their doctrine. We got the Fiersturm doctrine, as well as the Urban Assault Company. So, Peninsula Rangers and Flamethrower Sturm Pioneers. Got a double Sturm Pioneer opener for the OKW into a Kubelwagen. So, it's going to probably be eyeing for the Flamethrower. We'll probably see some sort of delay into Overslots, I'm guessing. Additionally, he can go for Mechanized rather than going for the Battle Group HQ, because the Overblitz truck can act as an ambulance as well. For 200 manpower and 20 fuel. In comparison, the ambulance is 250 manpower, but only 10 fuel. Also a pretty handy ability. Allows a bit more mechanized play and more permanent mechanized play. Sturm Pioneers charging way forward, trying to overrun the rear echelons. Does activate volley fire. Gets nice and close. Volley fire makes them a little bit more vulnerable, but also makes the Sturm Pioneers race dirt. Does get suppressed or fully pinned there, and Kubelwagen could advance forward. Maybe good idea to actually try to flank and fire point blank. Getting some decent damage there. Sturm Pioneers pinned. They are behind heavy cover there, which means they do get increased recovery suppression. They're still pinned. Two rifleman squads able to overrun the Sturm Pioneers quite easily. And now we have a Volksgrenadiers to ward on out. Sturm Pioneers have recovered, but two members there. He does have enough munitions for a landmine, so maybe a good idea to actually go for a landmine. Sturm Pioneers go around and capture sectors, which is usually a job of the Kubelwagen, but with two members, that's about all they can do. Volksgrenadiers capturing that sector, and now we do have these rifleman squads push way forward. Also, I'm going to adjust my microphone. I feel like it's a little bit too low, plus the wind guard is not in a great spot. I tend to put a lot of air in my words, so a wind guard is very useful so you don't hear a bunch of blowing air sound onto the microphone. Rifleman squad taking a little bit of damage there from the Sturm Pioneers. Volksgrenadiers could advance. We now got this rear echelon squad charges way forward. Taking a bit of damage there. Rear echelon squad's actually decent for Zakuvagan, but losing 2 models upon advancing is not great. Got the right or lieutenant now deployed on the field. I'm still stuck at calling it lieutenant because Heroes been casting quite a bit of Company Heroes 1 and British. And their improper pronunciations and spellings. Rocket Squad taking some severe damage. This one is charging way forward. Oh, got grenade research. No, that's Molotovs from the Urban Assault Equipment ability. He does not have grenades researched. No, that rear echelon needs to fall back. But he can capture up some sectors. He's on the back line. Volksgrenadier is fighting away. That one is firing. It looked like it wasn't at first. And now it's going to advance to the cutoff sector. That point does cut off and deny this fuel income. The Strike Squad does need to fall back. He does have 7 models here, which so it's better than a single squad of Volks, but they're a bit wounded. Once again, another cutoff point has been cut off. Sturm Pioneers are advancing. Does take a bit of damage there. This map is a little bit too open for Sturm Pioneers. Now do have a utility card as well as a 50 cal on the way. Very nice. Utility car advance way forward. You see Sturm Pioneers and the Kovagen. Nothing poses a really threat to the M20. It does have armored skirts, so it does have a bit more health and armor. Keeping its armor, but still taking a bit of damage here. Sturm Pioneers can rip apart. Sturm Pioneers do fall back. And now Sturm Pioneer squad's falling back. We do have this Volksgrenadiers capture that VP. This Volksgrenadiers eyeing to capture this VP. It is fighting behind that destroyed Sherman. The destroyed Sherman does have a health bar. And it can be destroyed. We do have good damage there. I suppose just because there's a health bar doesn't mean other stuff doesn't have a health bar. After all, Brain does go destroyed. Volksgrenadiers do get wiped on out. We got on the mechanized HQ to pull on out. He does have 42 fuel. The looks is what, 55 fuel if I remember correctly? Maybe it was 60. And taking a severe amount of damage. Volksgrenadiers do fall back in time.
The mobile command has been set.
Stuart now being deployed on the field, so got quite a bit of light mechanized and motorized for the US player. Rapid Squad taking some damage. Sturm Pioneers pushing way forward. 1 is efficiency 1, so maybe good idea to advance for a stun grenade. Molotov thrown. And now there's utility car. Pantrek fires, gets a good hit. Rifle squads do get forced on back. May get a squad wipe there, but I believe he will get out. Lieutenant advance way forward. Lieutenant model is in front, firing to Thompson. Lieutenant does go down, or Lieutenant. And now the Lieutenant squad itself is about to get wiped on out. Pantrek does roll a miss there, and the Lieutenant does get wiped out.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Doesn't have an ambulance, so his squads, especially this rifle squad, is quite wounded. Now got the looks being put on the field. Those who are wondering, the word looks means lynx. It's another cat. So it's a small cat as opposed to big cats. Does decapture the sector and will probably need to fall back. It would be very, he may get a shot off in the utility car, but the utility car could just take a shot. Oh, and I was gonna say and run him down, but that was a pretty deadly burst there. There goes the Kubelwagen and utility car engaging the Sturm Pioneers. As I was going to say, even if he does take a shot and gets a hit there on that utility car could just go on point blank and chase it back home because he could gamble that health in order to get a kill. Does have pinch. Well, I suppose utility car crews used to have a bazooka. I suppose a Pantrek's a good upgrade to that. And as well, he does batter down a bit of a wall. He cancels the looks, going for a Puma because the Stuart's on the field. Good idea. He's lost too much. He does go for another Volks. He may want to keep a half track, so start eyeing for the Sure Panzer quarters, but even then, the MP40s? No. I suppose smoke grenade's nice, but that's a close range weapon. This map is pretty open. I disagree. Honestly, the Fear Storm doctrine doesn't appear to be super great on this map. I suppose the Logical from Mechanize, which is good on this map, as well as the Opal Blitz, go along with Mechanize. But the Shum Pioneer opener is probably overall bad. I don't really like the NP40s on this map, way too open. He may get a Panzerfaust off, does not get a Panzerfaust. Puma rolls a miss there, got prioritized fire. Gets a hit there onto the Stewart. Rifle squad charges way forward. Volkswagen is taking some damage, do fall back now. His reference squads, both of them are alive, but Veteran C1.
Orders incoming.
Reduces recharge time abilities. I'm still used to the fact that anti-tank rifle grenade is no longer a Veteran C1 ability.
Capture point is under
It's just
attack.
by habit, I just think it's a Veteran C1. Rifle squad getting healed up. Forward ambulance, very nice.
Supply lines cut. Germans are making a push.
I wonder if there's a landmine somewhere. I don't see a landmine. It would one-shot the Puma, I believe.
One of our capture points.
After all, it's a variation of the Regal. If not, it'll fully immobilize it. As Faust does connect. Does take a anti-tank rifle grenade there, I think. Guess he did to get anti-tank rifle grenade up. MP40 is dancing around, but that rifle squad is now efficiency 2. Utility car advancing way forward, and that looks like going to be a dead MP40 squad.
New unit ready and on the field.
Yeah, the OKW player is taking too many losses. We've got now a squad of Rangers. Does he have bars, or weapon rack, I should say? He does have weapon rack, so there's a lot of customization you can do with that Rangers. You can go for triple bazooka, which is pretty nice. You can go for triple bar, which actually is pretty good, but expensive. You can go for anti-tank rifle grenade onto a Puma. That's always pretty good.
Orders. Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
And two rifle squad, just aim moving into the MP40s are going to be just fine. He can't charge that. And backing off means he's just going to lose either way. The MP4 upgrade was just not good. He's going, the OKW player not going for looks, and he's going to lose another squad. Ugh. He does have this blind shot, shell shock ability. He does full go for triple bazooka on the Ranger, very nice. And that should be very good. He is going for looks, but the triple bazooka poses a massive threat to him. Rangers decapitating this sector, got the Volksgrenadiers in this sector. He has enough manpower for looks. He doesn't need an Opal Blitz truck because his squads are not staying that alive long enough to be utilized. So I think he should, I don't know, go for Orthodoxen. He's clearly not using, the Volksgrenadiers are clearly not cutting it for him. But it's also just mostly user error. Bazooka's connected to the looks. Looks is severely wounded. Shum Pioneers advancing since he only has 2 carbines, or Garens. Doesn't have any good anti-infantry, but the looks is abandoned and fully destroyed.
Light vehicle destroyed.
And that's the end of the replay. That was not a really good game to spectate. Either way, this is Aaron saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And that's the live games lobby for you. You never know if it's going to be a good replay or a bad replay. And that was just not a good replay. You wonder, in the back of my mind, is like, I wonder if the OKW players are going to do anything. No, nothing, nothing good at least. Sorry about that. You may have heard my drink opening up. What am I thinking? Spectate. Spectate button. This one could be decent. Maybe a little bit too new. Maybe this one here. Shoegazer. I don't know why, that name just sounds Weird. I suppose I could have done a different map. Oh well. I was more focused on the fact that it was no delay. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Company Heroes 2 replay, straight from the live games lobby. Spawn on the south side as the OKW player, we have Farlon. Spawn on the north side as the red Soviets, very fitting color, we got Shoegazer. He has lucked in the Doctrine, Airborne Troop Tactics, get access to, of course, SVTs, Dishkas, forward retreat points, airborne guards, and a rocket run. Shown Pioneers going straight for the fuel sector. The Kupelwagen needs to go for the cutoff sector. This is a cutoff. Over here, Convoyers capturing some various sectors. Just conscript build opener for the Soviet player. He's also gone for full conscript bulletins, while the OKW player has gone for accuracy, Shown Pioneers build faster, and Obsolescent accuracy. I just realized the name of that bulletin. Uber accurate. There's a lot of stupid puns, and I'm here for it. Either way, let's see, what doctrine should he go for? Overwatch Doctrine. Jaeger infantry on open map can be very useful, plus they're pretty good versus conscripts. Fortifications, a bit more of a niche in 1v1. And elite armor. I just don't really like the 2-2-1s and 2-2-3s. And overall, Sturm Tigers are they're more of a meme unit, honestly. They're not. It's not as great as it used to be in the previous patches. And to be fair, there's some previous patches there was a little bit on the overpowered side, but yeah, a pretty fun unit. Convoyers do fall back. This VP has been captured by the OKW player, and the Shown Pioneers are preparing up the Kupelwagen. Pioneers capturing the standard sector there. We do have the Volksgrinders behind some heavy cover. Volksgrinders moving around. Sandbags. So far, the bags are on the ground, but just not filled. And now the VP does get captured. So got early VP gain for the OKW player. SWS half track on the way. All out for Battle Group HQ. We do see Obsolescent on the build queue. And Battle Group, of course, give you medics. And that horrendous design is where very inaccessible medics. Conscripts behind some heavy cover there. These conscripts are moving around. Pioneers are repairing up the, or attempting to repair up the Kupelwagen, but they're just going to advance to the light cover. Combat engineers and more conscripts in point of view. We've got 2 Volksgrinders versus 4 conscripts. So the Soviet player has conscripts. Sounds like a Soviet player. But the OKW player is skimping out on some infantry, pulling behind for some more support weapons. Eyeing for some sandbags there. Going for the cutoff point. We've got the SW has half track here, going for a 3rd squad of Volks. Does need to get the Battle Group HQ built so he can get out some MG34s. Actually, 1 being pretty useful right now, just to lock down the side of the map that he doesn't really want to lose. Does have this fuel sector, so perhaps putting it maybe right around here the cover of the cutoff point and the sector itself wouldn't be half bad. Conscripts here. Molotovs, which means AT grenades also available. Kupelwagen does get penetrated from the rear with an AT grenade, and Shown Pioneers want to be nice and toasty behind the carcass of the Kupelwagen.
Grenadiers ready.
Conscripts do fall back now. Incendiary grenade thrown. And does force back those conscripts. So looks like the OKW player may get that fuel point, but the Soviet player has already cut off his opponent's fuel sector. So got a bit of tit for tat.
Ready for action.
You can apply the SWS half track now. And conscripts eyeing for this cutoff point, or not cutoff point, just strategic point, and we'll be falling back. Sandbags there.
Location set.
A little bit, they're pretty covered in snow.
Cooper, prepare for action.
Capture complete.
No enemy activity.
Going for more sandbags there. I'm not sure why. I think one set of sandbags would be fine enough. Maybe he's just trying to somehow interrupt this sandbags, but even then, there's just more heavy cover there. I'm not sure why he's building more sandbags. I can see just he's building a whole bunch. Volks Grenadiers and Sturm Pioneers engaging the conscripts. Sturm Pioneers being focused down pretty nicely. The conscripts will probably not win out. Stun grenade there. And all the Sturm Pioneers force them back quite nicely. Sturm Pioneers, if they get done capturing that fuel sector, they definitely need to retreat on back. We do have now the conscripts eyeing for the heavy cover there, and Incendiary grenade there. Think about the cover. They're within minimum range, so heavy cover is nullified. The conscripts are just running around with the heads cut off, which reduces their damage output, or the accuracy by 50%. Conscripts do fall back there. We do have these Volksgrenadiers capture the central VP. These Volksgrenadiers capture that munitions sector. We've got now some supply drops being dropped in, air-dropped weapons, and the Dishka. So we want to see some SVT conscripts. I forget, how many SVTs do they get? Do they get 2? I forget the number. It's a good drop, to say the least.
Your orders, comrade.
Conscripts pushing way forward. These folks are behind heavy cover along with the conscripts, and these ones are kept at the field point with behind light cover.
Your orders, comrade.
Let's take a look and see how many SVTs. Can be a bit difficult because it's hard to spot them. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, I think, maybe 4. Have to wait until they're standing still.
Awaiting command.
Supply lines have been cut.
Conscripts do fall back. And these, or Volks, and both squads of Volks do fall back. MG34 now pushing along the flank, trying to keep that fuel sector secure. And these Volks are still in this region. They could perhaps push down south, ensure the MG34 doesn't get overran, but does fire a volley there, does not get suppressed. There we go, now they do get suppressed, and they do fully withdraw. MG34 can set up in this sector. He looks like he's going to play down some wire there, not going to get some sandbags, so he can get that MG behind some heavy cover. We also got the Dishka here. They did drop already a model on the MG34, I think these conscripts. And does lose another model there. Those conscripts doing quite well. Does see another ball there. Dishka firing away. He is behind heavy cover, so it's going to be hard to suppress him. But the damage output's doing quite good. He actually not be fully behind heavy cover. The gunner itself is a little bit far away from the truck, so maybe not be technically classified as behind heavy cover. Conscripts engaging on Volksgrenadiers at point blank. That's probably be an easy victory for the conscripts. And the Volksgrenadiers getting hit pretty hard there, but now Sturm Pioneers will make a win for the OKW player. Units will capture this sector. Of course, I can't see how many SVTs he has when he is building sandbags. Look at the number.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Molotovs been thrown, Molotovs been avoided, and conscripts will do some damage push against Sturm Pioneers, but Sturm Pioneers will win the fight and does win the fight. Molotov has been thrown. This guy is getting hit a little bit. He does fall back there. It's going to start pursuing the conscripts squad upon a retreat. The commentators do also fall back in the region as well. Here, more supply drops there. He does have medics to research. I mean, This is a pretty good upgrade for them. 6 munitions, definitely worth it. And now got those Volkswingers falling back.
Prepare for combat. Crew, stand ready.
Dishka now firing away. MG34 in the rear. We'll keep these conscripts at bay. Getting good suppression there. SWS half track trying to set on up right there. He does have enough fuel for Panther authorization. He does also have quite a bit of manpower. So definitely be eyeing some Obasadats, I'm guessing. Maybe a good idea to go for a Vakenwerfer right now. We've got straight to tier 4 for the Soviet player. T-34 76s are pretty good. He could eye for Katusha instead. I guess it all depends what he's feeling.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Conscripts here.
Conscripts trying to get that point. We do now have the Volkswingers here. Rear Panzer quarters still being built. There's going to be a bit more time before the gun's up and running either way.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
And now got those Volkswingers getting annihilated. MG34 sitting on up. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. MG34 does withdrawal. Up here, we do have all the Shum Pioneers push forward. It's stun grenade there. But just simply not do all too much. Two Obasadats now in the build queue. He's also very low munitions. He can't get out another STG and will not be able to get enough munitions for an LMG-34 anytime soon. He may get one. The second one may be a little bit more difficult.
That was not so hard, comrades.
We have the point.
Conscripts push away forward.
It is now under our control.
Awaiting command.
Mortar team reports.
Oh, here we do now the Obasatzen and Volkswingers push away forward. Volkswingers do get behind some heavy cover there. Obasatzen's behind has some heavy cover as well. Obasatzen's bolt action rifles are actually still pretty good. In comparison, if there's a Vet 3 rifleman without bars or any sort of anti-infantry upgrades, bolt action rifle Obasatzen with no veterancy will win beat against them.
Combat unit ready.
Better than mortar. Yep, we do now have a PM41 mortar.
Combat.
Splash the Obasatzen a little bit. Shumpana is charging way forward with a minesweeper out. Dishka does pack him up, may get flanked. Rolls a miss there. Now Sheerpen's quarters is gauging the unit, trying to get the cutoff point. That unit does to capture the cutoff point, and now the Dishka may get fully wiped. Let me pursued a little bit.
We have an isolated sector.
Got conscripts trying to pay the cover there. No stun grenade. It's on cooldown. Incendiary grenade has been thrown, and now got a Zis barrage, getting a great hit there on the Strom Pioneers. The cutoff point for that fuel sector has been decaptured. Cannon Warfare engaging the conscripts who are suppressed by the Sheerpen's quarters. And the Obasatzen do fall back, getting burned up a little bit by that Molotov. Conscripts do fall back. Cannon Warfare captured the cutoff point.
Objective secured.
Find cover. Unit ready.
You have some sandbags here for the MG34 to set up. And this is going to take time to build some sandbags as well. I would probably just throw them right there. And probably angle like here to here. Conscripts behind some heavy cover, so are the combat engineers. He is in range, just out of vision range. You got this mortar raining on in, trying to get these units. Dishka does get suppressed, and looks like he's reloading. Dishka does pack on up, and does fully retreat there. And now we got the conscripts getting the cutoff sector once again. Obersassen making their advance. Obersassen getting some good damage on those conscripts. Do now the T-34-76 on the field, a very good unit. Dokudo player Paul needs to respond out with his own Panzer IV. Looks like this squad does get hit a little bit by sheer panzer quarters. T-34 backing off, doesn't want to deal with the MG-34. You can always go for a Jagdpanzer instead. Jagdpanzer is a little bit cheaper in fuel. More dedicated AT, of course. And right now he does have plenty of AT infantry, but Panzer IV is just probably generally better. Mortar does rain a little bit far. Over here, we do now the Sturm Pioneers and the Volksgrenadiers push way forward, trying to decrew that Zis gun. Don't see any landmines upon retreat. He does have a bit of munitions. There's almost enough fuel as well for the rocket, or not fuel, command points for the rocket run. He has plenty of munitions for the rocket runs. Volksgrenadiers taking a little bit of fire there, does start falling back. Molotov's been thrown, and the Obersassen taking some pretty good damage there. Volksgrenadiers are falling on back. And we got a miss there by the Kenwerfer. No landmines over here. MG-34 will be displaced. Does retreat on back. Panzer IV on the build queue. Another T-34 on the way. Dokudo Panzer IV does have really good armor, but of course, T-34-76s are pretty cheap. And still retains pretty good anti-infantry as well. Kenwerfer finding the conscript squad. Sheer Panzer IV does fire a couple volleys there, forcing back those conscripts. Panzer IV maybe make his way up north. Yes, he is. He has not set a doctrine. He can always go for elite armor. And maybe a little bit too late to go for Jaegers. Though sector assault's always not bad. Does prioritize fire there. Conscripts do have Molotovs, which means they can throw AT grenades. Misses from both sides. Doesn't want to be close near that conscript squad for the AT grenade. Now with the Volksgrenadiers pushing forward, getting some good damage there onto the engineers. Panzer IV does take a hit there. Rolls a bounce there. Rolls another bounce there. He does have enough damage for an AT grenade. Getting the snare. Does finally send a pen in return. Obersassen have feeling gonna go for bundle. One grenade has been thrown. It's a great hit there. Panzer IV taking some hits there from the T-34-76. Sends a pen in return. Gets to receive a pen. One pen to death. Or death, at least. Sturm Pioneers do get efficiency 3, and now I'm going to take time to repair up the Panzer IV. We kind of pushing forward with the Volksgrenadiers. And the T-34 76 has backed off all the way over here. Good idea. Volksgrenadiers push way forward.
Taking what we have secured. Sturmovik close air support is available.
Conscripts may fall back in time. T-34 over here is getting nice repairs. Heinz 4 can only withstand one shot. Don't think it can withstand two shots. The T-34 76 has got enough repairs. I think it can still withstand another shot. Does receive a pen there from the Zis. And unless the Conscripts do find the MG-34. The other T-34 is rotating around. He has enough fuel for another T-34. That's also fire, but can work for setting on up. So looks like I'll make that T-34. He can withstand one shot, but not two. There's a pen there. MG-34 will have Confused Vision. He does get out of ooh! I'm pretty sure that was a force fire on the ground because that was going through line of sight blockers. And he does get abandoned. It would be a good sportsmanship if you destroy it, because abandoned mechanic is something I think should be removed from the game, at least keep in the campaign. Good damage there. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Conscripts pushing their way forward. Do now the T-34 76 gets a direct hit on the Obersalzen. MG-34 sitting on up. Another Obersalzen squad falling back. He could try for elite armor and utilize the mercenary repairs. Does lose that Volksgrenadiers. Oh no, he lost that Obersalzen. Pioneers trying to save that T-34. But I'm not sure if the repair ability can be utilized on captured vehicles. Here I can lower it a little bit. Hands 4 getting some shots here. Sound. Music. How does that sound? Conscripts do take a bit of fire there. I'm always horrible with audio balancing, so I'm always glad for feedback, because to me, it may sound fine. Something sounds too loud. It always feels like when I'm listening to recording, it's hard to tell. Either way, SVT's getting some shots there on the Mechanowerfer. Does get forced retreat back. Conscripts pretty close. Does fall back there. The stray shot does not miss and hit the T-34. T-34 still alive. Does not have any repair abilities. Maybe a good idea to try to take the conscripts, hop inside the T-34, and try to crawl away. Crawl as fast as a crippled in a wheelchair away. Got a fresh squad of Obersalzen. His other Obersalzen does have Veterancy 2. Hands forward, advance way forward. Force back one squad of conscripts. You're welcome. And thank you for the feedback. Live feedback. Let's see. Huh, no pin amount, just realized.
Sector is at risk.
He may still be thinking about elite armor, so maybe holding off and think about elite armor. But honestly, overall, I think he doesn't have enough munitions to really warrant the commander. It does offer some other benefits, but I think overall right now the Pinto will be pretty good, because he can't really make use of the other like off-map artillery barrage. Oh, the mortar. Is he barraging the tank? Nope, he's barraging the Obersalzen. That guy is getting hit by it. It will take a bit of time to get that T-34 repaired. Now the T-34 on the build queue.
Anti-tank gun is ready for
SVT's far away against good damage. Nice frangible smoke. Obersalzen now falling back. That was take a hit there.
standing by.
Repairs coming along quite nicely. Strum Pioneers do repair at a good rate. MG-34 firing away. And queued up. Did not complete retreat order. does need to retreat on back now, and T-34 is now moving. That means he also has quite a bit of fuel. He could actually go with the Sturmtiger. He does not have the mechanized HQ, so no, what's it call it? No King Tiger. And this is a stone structure. It's not easy to be knocked down. This is gonna Panzer 4. It's good to on this T-34. T-34 stuck. T-34 down. Good pens on the Panzer 4, but not enough damage to save that T-34. And now those conscripts spawn back. He does have a bit of fuel stored on up. Maybe a good idea to go for an SU-85. He has a good amount of anti-infantry. Even though T-34s are probably my favorite medium tank in the game, I think SU-85 may do some good for him. Get more dedicated AT. MG-34 does potentially get wiped out. Paradise Fire, T-34 will find this Panzer IV, but remember, its armor's pretty good. You gotta be very careful. Plus, with 2 guns there, they can easily go bad. MG-34 does get decrewed. Everything else is crawling away. Over here, do now have the Volksgrenadiers getting suppressed. We do now have still quite a bit of fuel as well.
HMG crew is ready.
Not worth a go for a Panther. Another Panzer IV would be good.
Is at risk.
What do y'all would think? What it would do? Would the Eifer Sturmtiger, the King Tiger, more Panzer IVs, or maybe some of the advanced emplacements in Left 18 and Pack 43? You know, a Left 18 doesn't seem too half bad against. You know, this one has some weapon teams. A Left 18 could be very useful against it. He has plenty of resources for it, so maybe one Left 18. Doesn't have a whole lot of extra munitions, so whatever doctrine he goes for, he's gonna have to save up some munitions for those abilities. Oh, he has locked in the fortifications doctrine.
T-34 ready for combat.
And this map may not be half bad for Pack 43. This seems like a great spot for Pack 43. As 4 does have prioritized fire on, Obersatzen is also running gunning, but also being gunned. Does miss some rounds there, annihilates that's wire, and does go ahead and get the Phantom out as well, since it's not able to get the commander. It may be a good idea for the Okinawa player to start progressing his tech with the mechanized HQ. So I can start thinking about the King Tiger because he has a good resource reserve.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Obersatzen push away forward. We'll find some veterancy to conscripts.
Taking losses.
Molotovs throw.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
T-34-76 advance way forward. And it too will engage the T-34-76. But the ZIS-3-76 will get a good pen there as well as the T-34-76. And both his tanks are 2 shots to death. T-34 advance way forward, Efficiency 2. Efficiency 2 does get increased rate of fire, improved targeting, does get good pen there onto the Panzer IV. Rolls a miss there on the Panzer IV. Next shot will kill it.
Capturing our supplies.
It's better to repair up the healthier one tank than try and repair the wounded one because you can get that one up and going faster. SW has half tracks on the field, so maybe is kind for the King Tiger. Volksgrenadiers are advancing. Incendiary grenade there. Faust connects, but nowhere near and not get a. Oh, second passive also look at the engine. But he should be able to crawl out of there. His tanks are still being repaired on up. And these Volks may actually get fully wiped. He will escape on out of there. Volks are capturing that sector. Obersatzen heading to flank. He plant the T-34 next to VP and get it repaired on up.
Rifleman ready.
And this T-34 does find the rear arm of T-34 and getting hit by AT guns. Volcanic Warfare forced by the ground, unsuccessful. He is force firing the ground still. Oh. And does get double tap there.
What are your orders? It's cold out here. Machine gun ready. The men say they are freezing.
Very quiet at the moment. Volcanic Warfare will take a bit of damage there. This carcass can be salvaged. Mechanized HQ has been built. Conscripts do fall back.
Supply sector under attack.
The garrison does take a nice hit there. He's evacuated the Dishka. His next shot is down. I'm surprised a bundle grenade didn't wipe to start the building. Let's escape on out there. Obsats do fall back. Conscripts managed to pay cover there. Obsats may get wiped out, being focused down. Incendiary grenade there. Obsats does stay alive. Mortar destroys the sandbags, and the conscripts do fall back. Obs Grenadiers on those VP does need to fall back sooner rather than later. Does tag out with his buddy. Does force by the ground there at the Pants 4. Gets good pen there with the Zis. And now got the Volkswageners got light cover. The very when conscripts on open ground, it does take some damage. And the other a new T-34 is now engaging these Volksgrenadiers. Left 18 has been deployed on Alt. I wonder if it's going to barrage in this region. He's rotating the gun.
Replacements have arrived.
Rotating the gun, but not firing.
You need something built?
Oh, rally point. I was wondering, what is he building there?
Here standing by.
Do now the rally point being plotted on field, which can give him forward retreat point and to drop some medical supplies. Left 18. Barrage in the VP. Now his opponent is aware of one of the two doctrines he's gone for. Which also means he doesn't have to worry about the Storm Tiger. Garrison does get destroyed. Bit of a home wrecker he is. Dishka push way forward. Will take a nice shot there. And we got double Zis barrage onto the NG-34. It does displace it. Positive engaging. Got some medical supplies there. Forward retreat point is active. Obsats do fall back. This one does get suppressed. Dishka getting overran.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Dishka does get wiped out. MG-34 does get smoked out by the mortar. Very nice. Over here, do now the Volks force back those conscripts.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
It still could be a possibility that OKW player could go for the King Tiger, but may have some population issues. Stun grenade does connect. Good hits there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Mortar does fall back. You may get it decrewed, which will take out the Vector C2. No longer focusing it down. Mortar does need some reinforcements and healing. Conscripts do fall back now. Good hits there up to the Pants 4. Left 18. He may have saw the retreat point. That one ran a little bit far. That one's also running far. As 4 does take a pen there. Vector C4. One shot from death. Blitz is on out of there. Received in this, but thanks to Blitz.
We have lost a mortar crew.
Mortar does get hit by the left 18.
We are
The
losing
Panzer IV will
territory.
escape. The forward retreat point has taken a hit. May go down with that barrage. Oh, Saucy push way forward. Efficiency 2 and 3. Also trying to make cover. SW's shooter Panzer quarters start seeing some fire from the Panzer IV. Has prioritized fire.
One of our emplacements is under attack.
Getaway for rolls a miss and does get decrewed. The critical player has lost some units, but he could go for the King Tiger now. He definitely has enough. He does have enough population space for it.
To 200 points.
I saw the Jagdpanzer there on the build queue for a moment. I think he realized, oh, King Tiger.
The enemy is taking
I'm thinking.
what we have secured.
Panzer IV is now efficiency 4, pretty close, pretty far away from efficiency 5. Consul's getting suppressed there. Rear Panzer quarters will get some rear armor hits. Slowing down a little bit. Rolls a miss there. Panzer IV does have pretty good rate of fire at efficiency 4.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Obisasa taking some shot. Panzer IV's well is not fully repaired. Can perhaps withstand 2 shots. It looks like it's above 50% health. But an AT grenade will change that around. And now the
Supply sector under
Zis
attack.
gun starting to get overran. Good hit there onto the T-34. Gets another good hit there, wipes him out. Zis gun does get a pen there. I think the Panzer IV can still withstand 1 shot. But does manage to escape on out of there. Manageable smoke. Is he trying to capture this Obstlotzen? Does capture that Obstlotzen. And now I got the Zis gun falling back. Grenade's been thrown.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Volksgrenadiers taking a bit of fire. Here, left 18 barrage. Good hits.
We are losing supply.
And there goes Ford HQ, or Ford retreat point. And it looks like the Zis gun will be falling on back. We've got additional T-34 76 on the build queue. He has plenty of fuel as well. He can get out. He has enough fuel and manpower to get out a 4th one. Population space on T-34s is just 10. I really do like T-34s. They're good. They're cheap. They may have trouble versus armor, but you can get 2 of them out for the price of 1 Panther. Conscripts do get suppressed there, being forced them back. This conscript squad now receiving some good fire from the Panzer IV. He's already hit veteran C5. Next cannon shot he will. Does get veteran C5.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Now got a pretty nice Panzer IV crew. Trying to get the squad wipe. Bang, trying to get the squad wipe. Hull mount, pintle mount, and the coaxial all being good damage there onto the dish gun. Does force him back. Oh, sorry, I just saw your unit comment. T-3466. True, they do get outgunned, but when you have 2 of them, it's pretty easy to get to the rear armor, so the outgun part is not really necessary when you can just swarm tanks. Does get a good AT grenade there onto the Panzer IV. Let's say I just have a bias for Panzer IV or T-34 76s. You're now the
Ready for combat.
Volksgrenadiers do take out the Volks. Good hits there onto the Zis gun, conscripts, and combat engineers push forward. This gun will get decrewed. I hear the left 18 barraging right there. Got a second left 18 on the field, so this is not Eye of the King Tiger. May does get a decrewed there. T-34 may get a wipe. Does manage to escape out of there. Zisgun firing, captures Zisgun. T-34-76 does fall back. The Sheer Transporters does, of course, have vision. That would make sense if it wasn't for the fact that unit costs are mostly the same for all factions now.
300 points stand
True.
between us and defeat.
Well, if you compare the T-34, its fuel cost is 90. The Okonomi Panzer IV is 140, so there's actually quite a bit of fuel cost difference. Plus, I find the T-34-76 has pretty good anti-infantry, which is generally a little bit more useful than anti-vehicle, because if you kill off the infantry, then they can't capture sectors. I just like them. They're cheap, and they're spammable.
We are losing territory.
And plus, Wehrmacht Panzer IVs are 120, so they still cost 25% less than the Panzer IV, the austere Panzer IV. Volkswagen is getting suppressed by the Dishka, which Abe just got hit by. Nope, still pretty healthy. T-34 over here, French will smoke grenade. Nice little stun grenade there onto the conscripts, and this conscript does force back the Sturm Pioneers. And some good hits there onto the Dishka. Oh, here's the Panzer IV and T-34. Fetches 3 for suppression for C5, but the T-34 is distracted by Olmsavatzen. True, but think about also, there goes that Panzer IV. The thing also about when it comes to Wehrmacht, if I remember correctly, their Pack 40 takes up 9 population as opposed to 7 population the other factions get. Yep, 7 here. Because the Cannon Warfare is 7 as well. It's a little bit more than just the teeth. Also, when it comes to Wehrmacht, their population cost is a little bit high in some other units as well, so it does sort of add up. But now I've got the King Tiger Flood on the field. Does roll a miss there. Now the mortar does fall back. Good hits there. I wonder if the gun's actually destroyed now. That looked like it went straight to the gun. Great hits there, but the mortar will escape on out.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Oh, left 18 barrage. Not this one. This one.
Supply lines have been cut.
We also got the light artillery barrage.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Oh, airburst rounds as well. So we got airburst and... Oh, it's just only airburst. I was not paying attention enough. T-34 getting repaired on up. Oh, that was a little bit lucky for the conscripts. I had a feeling they were really stacked up. We're going to be seeing a massive squad wipe there. They will escape on out. Only most of their blood's out of their body, but that can be fixed.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Conscripts behind some heavy cover there. Laying down some wire to help protect the flank. Volksgunners kept the fuel sector. We got now Su-85 being pulled on out. Su-85 should be very useful against the King Tiger. Still got the captured Zisgun here. But it's there. Conscripts do fall back.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Zisgun here, setting on up conscripts pushing forward. They could try mass hoorahing for some AT grenades. He has plenty of munitions, keyboard plenty. He could try a ram rocket run. Light artillery barrage raining on in. Not enough damage. It'll take 218 grenades, I believe. Here comes a rocket run. King Tiger. Rocket run this way. Not really great. It was pretty focused there and rolled a lot of misses. Does take out some of the AT weapons. AT grenades do connect. S-35 can push on forward. T-34s can advance along the flank. His armor's a little bit far back. These escape on there. Ziskin firing away. Left 18 barrages running a little bit forward. Looks like one of the commentators do get hit. Focus sight it's not on. Fed 3 T-34 does hit there. The King Tiger's damage is 240, so will 3-shot medium tanks. Does pull that T-34 out of range in time. Ziskin here. S-35 gains some great hits. No focus sight active, and it's just gone back on off. Swim T-34 is the way forward. We got Lucy's going to send forward. He's going to die at the King Tiger. Does have some repair pioneers from the mechanized HQ. Or is going to try to destroy the Shirapan's quarters rather than try and die at the King Tiger. Oh.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
Looks like T-34 went down. Not sure from what. Maybe a landmine? Rangeable smoke there. Very nice. Go force fire the ground. But I'm pretty sure this can actually disable the gun. The rangeable smoke. Does take out that unit and does get a hit there and falls on back. King Tiger is getting repaired up quite nicely. The Soviet armor is still pretty healthy. Also, I'm not sure how this guy went down. The Ziskin right there, the Viken Warfare is right here. That must have been a landmine there.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
It looks like the Obzotson does displace the Dishka from the front. And now here left 18 barrage could be right here.
The sector is at risk.
With a barrage just hitting right there.
Sturmovik close air support is available.
And all these squads do fall back.
We are losing
We got now a 2cm flak emplacement being pulled on out, a flak 38. Does secure the Ziskin, but of course is in his base, so get that easy recruit. Combat engineers there. Bit of smoke there. Final grenade as well. This one will get splashed. And that does put a Veteran C5 on that Obzotson. King Tiger Veteran C1 may want to use the spearhead. Conscripts. Good damage there onto the conscripts. Great hit there. And now we do have a Pack 43. This one does still have the mortar alive, but no Katusha on the field. He has plenty of resources for Katusha. S-35 gets connect, but the Pack 43 gets a good hit there. And goes down. Language. Wait, that was sounded like a woman driver, and then all of a sudden the death voice line had a male voice line. Either way, Pack 43 does get a good kill there. Pack 43s are what? 300, 400 manpower, and that is a 360 manpower unit. 350. So overall, pretty cost-effective engagement there. And now he has to deal with Pack 43, and he has also lost his S-285. He does have plenty of resources to replace that and get a Katusha for the Pack 43, so probably should get both. Another frangible smoke there.
Enemy is encroaching on our territory.
He may want to push forward the mortar to engage that Pack 43. E-34 is having trouble engaging. But if the needs to overwhelm, turn to a great defensive line. Yep. Well, he is playing fortifications. That's supposed to be the premier defense doctrine. Great hit there.
Double your efforts.
And now these forces do fall back.
Your predecessor died
One thing he could do is try some booby
Forces are
traps.
attempting to capture our territory.
He does have Spearhead there, so he has the central VP pretty well secure. This one's pretty nicely secure as well. Got a bunker, Zist, Black, and here got the King Tag and Pack 43. He's starting to barrage the 2 centimeter. Obusatsu taking some damage. The Soviet player is seeing too many resources. Yep. You should be a bit more aggressive with everything. He's loading on too much of all the resources. Landmine does get detonated there, very nice. There's another landmine here. Pack 43 rotating around. Ziscum gets a good hit. If this Pack 43 connects, it is dead.
We have lost our mortar team.
Pack 43 now Veteran C2. Increasing rate of fire. Yeah, he just this one time, he needs to get out the Katusha, SU-85, and use that T-34 for a ram. Going for more conscripts, he's just going to play the infantry game. We got triple capture in favor of the OKW player. Obusatsu could just try booby trapping the point and be extra annoying, but the T-34 will stop him. He does have C1 T-34. The T-34 needs to go to... Okay, he is capturing mode. Very nice. He can't be bleeding off any more VPs. He doesn't have a whole lot to trade. S-35, which is good. It's out of manpower now. Cancel the conscripts. 4 conscripts is plenty. And right now he's having trouble with just Obusatsu. He's lost all his Volks. But the Obusatsu pose a pretty big threat.
Conscripts at our disposal.
Left 18 firing away. Conscripts taking some good hits. He does get an increased squad size upgrade there.
We have a new SU-85 to deploy.
SU-85 now pulled him out. Got some healing here.
100 points. Do not let this trend continue. Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Bit of splash damage there. Ziska engaged onto the King Tiger. Got a good hit there onto the Ziska. King Tiger takes severe damage. Here comes a rocket run. Gets a small hit there, not a super great hit. S-35 does get destroyed by the Pack 43. Ziscun does get decrewed. King Tiger looks like will escape on out of there. And yep, that's... He's also lost his mortar, so the Pack 43 can't be barraged to death.
Infantry squad.
Ishka does take a good hit there from the King Tiger. The rest of the crew's running really forward into the bundle grenade. And will probably get decrewed. Nope, he's reloading the LMG. Eventually just advancing on the flank. The rocket runs on cooldown. Frangible smoke there. Very good to the frangible smoke. Pack 43 does connect. Hold fires on. And that's the range of it.
You are showing weakness. We are
Try and
down
just
to
dog on the
75
point,
points.
decapture it. Use the airburst barrage there. Gets a good hit there on the conscripts.
Rocket launcher on the field.
Katusha finally got deployed in field. Pac-43 is already Veteran C3. Accuracy, random fire, so he does fire relatively quickly now. Weapon damage. I'm not sure how much of increased weapon damage actually increases or how that changes the map, but Veteran C5 scores when you get increased range. He just increased the range by 10 units. Its current range is 80, so 10 will probably some sort of. I wonder if this these markers give indication of how much of one increment of a range is, or X amount of increments. Never looked into it. Thompson's taking some hits there. Dishka and tow. Perhaps just bring in the rocket run. He has plenty of munitions. Mono grenade there. Does eat it a little bit. One Cosmic Squad does fall back. This Obsatson Squad is charging way forward. Pack. No, he's trying to hit the Obsatson, not the Pac-43. The VP has been catched by the conscripts. And the Obsatson getting burned a little bit. And there goes that conscript. King Tigers at 2.5 levels of Veteran C. We now got the left 18 Ironfort counter barrage. Katusha does fall back. T-34 has plenty of health. We do now have the Dishka wiped out.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
T-34 backing on off. Ziscon here. May could try and merge. Does get pinned there, which may be enough for an AT grenade.
Headquarters is taking enemy fire.
No AT grenade there. Here comes the rocket run. Gets some damage there. And the Ziscon does get wiped out.
Death before retreat.
AT grenade does connect onto the King Tiger. Obsatson charging the way forward. I just realized some of the craters sort of disappeared. We do now have the Combat Force falling back. Obsatson needs to get back on the VP. Don't really need to take time to wipe out combat engineers. Not really important squad to wipe out. Katusha can't go too close. That actually may be in range of the Pac-43. Gradual smoke there. Artillery barrage into his opponent's base. Could be very deadly. Oh, that was a good hit. So King Tiger's getting hit by the Katusha, not the Pac-43. Pac-43 trying to set on up. Katusha was in range, but does back off in time. You just got lucky the Pac-43 wasn't facing that direction. If it was, it would have annihilated that Katusha.
Our HQ is under attack.
Taking some hits there. You could try force for the ground. It's a good hit there. The Tiger's actually facing a weird angle. Now may be a good idea for a rocket run, but of course his own cooldown. And good chance he may die. Yeah.
More of our the enemy is attacking our HQ.
Conscripts here. I wonder how much damage. Oh, airburst rounds to the HQ.
Supply sector.
It's getting some good hits there, that's for sure.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
The medics may be dead. And the Obsatson squad is falling back. We do have some shoot mines here.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Obsatson behind some heavy cover there. And there goes the heavy cover. It did its job, to say the least. King Tiger rotating around. Spearhead is still
We
active.
are losing supplies to the enemy.
Points being decaptured now. Over here, we do have the Obersatzen forcing back the conscripts.
We must protect our HQ. The sector is at risk. We have an isolated sector.
Must protect from your HQ. That may have been just straight bold, I guess. We got some Soviet landmines there. Very nice. He has plenty of munitions. He has not been aggressive enough to place down landmines. More shoe mines being built out. Very nice. Right now it's just neutral capture. The OKW player needs the eye to capture that point.
Supply lines have been cut.
There's a shoe mine there. If it randomly blows up, there goes the engine of the King Tiger. F-18, barrage in the base.
Our command post is under assault.
Bombers do get forced back. Forces on the rounds will rain behind. Light artillery barrage there. Looks like the rest of these forces will escape on out of there. Though the medics may go down, the combat engineers may be hit as well. Oh, it does find that landmine there with the Dishka. Dishka looks like took the hit. The Dishka itself probably pretty damaged, yes it is. Conscripts find the landmine, almost destroy the engine of the King Tiger. He backed off a little bit, and it was fine enough. Artillery still raining in here. The rest of these forces are now falling back. Sure, not a problem.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
Both Obersatzens are vector C5, so they can sprint everywhere. The King Tiger may just try to push to his opponent's base. Good hit down the combat engineers. King Tiger firing some shots there. Conscripts moving around. We have the squads of conscript a little bit idle there. Yeah, right now, Soviet players are struggling from manpower. He went for too many conscripts, I would say. And his port control. I don't think the PaK-43 has been barraged once by the Katyusha. I don't think the PaK-43 even took a single point of damage this entire game, has it? Looks like an SU-85 does get good shot there on the King Tiger. Artillery's running here, and now he doesn't fish in this region, which means increased accuracy of barrages, or reduced scatters, I should say. King Tiger's running back on off. And the central VP is still not captured by the OKW player, so he's not trying to end the game. Conscripts can fall back there. Wait. The con? Okay, there must be a hole there, because the, Obersatzen fired a burst through that. He's trying to force fire the ground where there's not a couple years wood, but it's there.
Our command post is under assault.
Some of these squads being hit. He's using his manpower on reinforcing these squads. Don't have to worry about reinforcing that squad anymore. B-34 advancing way forward, finds PaK-43. Rams, gets a good hit there. Rocket run.
We must protect our HQ.
No rocket run.
We need
PaK-43 getting some shots. He's forcing on the ground. Katyusha barrage. I don't know why the Soviet player is not. Oh, there goes the PaK-40, the SU-85. I think the Force Fire ground did find a hit. Yeah, I'm not too impressed on the Soviet player's decision making. I think he went for too heavy in conscripts. He never touched the PaK-43 once. He didn't do a rocket run there with the Ram.
We are losing territory.
Yeah, he had so many resources, he just didn't use it. properly. He threw it. Branch of smoke there. Bundle grenade as well. King Tiger still not being repaired enough. There's the Shroom Pioneers. Here comes the airburst round. Central VP has been catching with a Soviet player. Dakota player really should have. Wait. Why did he retreat that back? Like, that is a Vet 5 Obsas, and it would beat all of that. Now I'm wondering what the OKW player is doing. It's almost like he doesn't want to win either. There's no reason to try to prolong the game, just win. The engine's not repaired just yet. Here comes a Katyusha barrage, which may destroy this landmine there. Does destroy the landmine. Force find the ground, hitting the structure. All of Assassins looks like finally hitting the center VP. And looks like he's heading for both VPs now. At this point in time, I'm sort of surprised the Soviet player just back out of the game. He's stored manpower, is not building anything. Oh, looks like that's the end of the replay. Did he sink air? No, I probably would see that. Either way, this Anagrade's... Oh wait, you want to see the stats, but the problem is I can't see the stats unless the game ends, I believe. Oh, one way to find out. Not Windows. Don't... Or do you see the game stats if I quit out this way? I honestly have no idea. Yeah, you should still be able to see the stats. I forget. How am I forgetting this? Oh. You know, I completely forgot about that capability. Oops. I never pulled that up in game. And there we go. And yep, holy crap, that is a kill to death ratio. Either way, this Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. But yeah. Any other tabs you'd like to see? Resource float. This is understandable. This is not acceptable. Yep. Oh, I do need to use the restroom. I'm going to go ahead and close out the game so I can reset the VRAM. It's a good idea of Company Heroes 2 since it does have some memory leak issues. And while that's reloading, I'm going to use the restroom.
Sega.
Sorry about that. I'm back. One reason why the damage could have been equal is, remember, King Tiger has a lot of health to lose. Additionally, there was actually the Panzer IV did take quite a bit of hits, so did the T-30 captured T-34. So a lot of them had quite a bit of health to lose and be repaired. Probably reasonably enough game. Probably do one more 1v1, then probably eye for a 2v2. Oh, great. I picked a replay that was not immediately started. Whoops. I should focus on that a little bit better. Oops. Wonder, did my Rumble stream bug out? It was fine on my other computer. Not that. I'm going to autopilot. Mod making tends to make you go on autopilot. No, let's just do a 2v2. I'll have time for 2v2s for the rest of the day. Let's be seeing plenty of Soviets in OKW. Let's try for a little bit else. I haven't seen Wehrmacht today. There's British Wehrmacht. While the skill level may not indicate good skill, it may indicate the lack of skill. As a horrible way of saying that. Yep, that old bug. Where you have to like spam buttons to make that not go with the camera. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Couple Heroes 2 replay. Spawning on the left side as the blue Soviet, we have Ashraf Iji. Spawn as the yellow British force of TLKO. Spawn north side as the red Wehrmacht forces. We have 3 motion tick on with capital zeros. They spawn as the magenta spearhead Doction. We have Dampchnikenek. I have no idea to pronounce any of these words. Either way, we do got, of course, MG42 opener over here. This person is just going straight to pair of regular grenadiers. Intersection for the British player, and for the Soviet, we do see penals. Pioneers heading towards the center of the map. Fuel sector being captured on up, but we've got this section moving around. Howdy. Penals engage in the Pioneers. Pioneers do build some sandbags to hide behind, but of course they won't be able to do much versus the Penals at long range or at close range. MG42 setting on up. Oh, I always still try to remember. My mind's still warped when it comes to like the previous version of this game, because I remember the sandbags there. Sorry, off side note. Pioneers do see a bit of damage here, which could allow the Grenadiers to advance way forward. Grenadiers eyeing for some light cover here, engaging the intersections. Can you find some heavy cover now? Penals rotating around. There's plenty of light cover behind these canoes. Looks like the Soviet player goes for a sniper. The red Wehrmacht player is also eyeing for a sniper. The pink magenta player is eyeing for just grenadiers. And we've got the grenadiers push forward. Dump Shineke. Stream snail. Got it. Even if you spell it out like that, I still have trouble pronouncing old speech impediment from when I was growing up. I cannot move my tongue all too well. Beef sections fighting behind the light cover there, though actually, so this guy here is actually entirely out of range. You can see all those 3 models idle, so only 2 squads are fighting, the 3-man and the 4-man squad. And now got this 4-man Grenadier pushing forward. Each section is going to be charging way forward with 2 Grenadiers here. And he's now fighting a mix of light and open ground. Pino's coming for a flank, trying to overrun the sniper. Grenadiers need to focus down on that Pino. Pino's going to get behind some heavy cover there. No battle phase 1, which means no rifle grenades. And this guy's behind an open ground. Good snipe shot there, but does find a Soviet sniper in return. Wehrmacht sniper camouflage there. The Soviet sniper just taking shots, not eyeing for counter sniping.
Territory is falling into enemy hands.
Pino squad does fall back. Does hold fire there. May have been spotted. Got the Grenadiers here. I think the Soviet sniper should escape on out of there. Yeah. She can only take a couple bullets. Infantry sections push away forward. Still got plenty of units here, including now 2 Wehrmacht snipers, 1 for each player. And the Wehrmacht sniper does take a shot there. Ooh, that sniper barely survives. The other sniper does get a good shot there. Got Grenadiers here as well. May want to go to the full heavy cover. Oh, there's a satchel charge in a very cinematic position. Still heavy cover there. Grenadiers being in light cover there, taking a bit of damage. Almost looks like there's 2 of them stacked there. There are 2 stacked right there. Intersections do fall back, and they look like we'll skip on out of there. Not Pino sniper. Soviet sniper getting some good hits on the Pioneer.
Enemy fire!
We could see a counter snipe here. Yep. I wonder if he's not really interested in cover. Do you think he's going to move Bren's everywhere?
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Grenadier taking some severe damage. Needs to fall back.
Are now available. Tanks now have defensive smoke capabilities.
Wait, that audio line. Never mind. I thought I heard an audio line that sounded like a shtug, but it may have been referring to the what's it called? Regal anti-tank mines. But either way, we do have this squad falling back as well. Over here, we do got the Pioneers. Another satchel charge there. Sections charging the way forward. The British player is definitely blobbing everywhere. There's actually a chance that Grenadier could get wiped out. This Grenadier may just want to retreat back now. There's nothing much you can do against these guys. I suppose you can always just force back the Royal Engineers. But at this point in time, he's not going to hold this ground. He's actually prone to even being wiped even right now. He does get a good shot there with a sniper.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry. Enemy forces are securing our territory.
This Grenadier needs reinforcements. Don't push it forward. I think that may be a misclick. Pioneers not capture that sector. Does cap the central sector. This guy's still pushing way forward while I'm busy thinking over here. Pino's push way forward with combat engineers, not flamethrower combat engineers.
Supply sector under attack.
I don't think it's practice. I think it's more application. Either way, yeah. I really don't like the blobbing. I hate blobbers. I think everybody does. Do not have an AEC deployed on the field. Let's see. No tier 2. We do have tier 2 here. No 2-2. Does get behind heavy cover at least. He's taking time at least for that little bit of micro. Grenadiers are on open ground, just more or less being a move forward. And falls back of all of them, I guess. Pioneers do fall back. I wonder if there's a Tellarmine in this region. I don't see a Tellarmine in this region. But he does have some Panzerfaust. There's something upgraded to LMG. He does have enough munitions for a Panzerfaust. A single Panzerfaust. Try and charge for Panzerfaust now. Oh, got a Tellarmine there. Very nice. Panzer Grenadiers in negative round. That's not good. Just push forward to the heavy cover. MG42 sit down up there. These guys find some light cover, so the MG42 can get some good suppression. One of the Peanuts are suppressed. Grenade or bundle grenade.
Enemy forces
AC rotating around. Pioneers getting hit. Trophy players going for a T-70. Panzer Grenadiers do fall back. Everything just falling back. And Tellarmine.
Go ahead. Ready for orders.
Your orders are go to that Tellarmine.
Ready to roll.
Penal squad is on to capture that point. Snipers moving around. And yep, I called it. A move, friends. Grenadiers fighting from heavy cover, but even then, they will get some good damage. Snipers firing away, may see a squad wipe. Didn't want to take time for that shot and start falling back. Does get wiped out there. Grenadiers falling back. Sniper does a couple more hits there.
Scout car has arrived.
2-2 being flown on the field. Questionable choice when seeing this both in AEC and the T-70 in the field, but I guess if he really wants to hit these blobs, I can't really blame him. Taking some damage there. Penals getting hit a little bit. I wonder if that T-70 has some friendly fire damage. One friendly killed. Take some shots there. Pack 40 and among other forces push way forward. Kino squad there.
forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Granted, Grenadiers more or less have the A move issue as well, like the Brits, but at least he's not mass spamming out like that. At least microing those two together. One goes to cover, one advances forward, that sort of thing.
Machine gun crew awaiting orders.
Vickers there. Flame engineers do fall back.
Armored car here. What next?
Do you have a satchel charge on this? Oh, and that's also one reason why I don't really want to blob. You may find a landmine forcing both squads back. It's not really a blob, but if you just A move everywhere, it's sort of like a blob style. It all depends how you move. If you're pushing forward or 4 squads in an area and you're taking time to micro every single one to put into different locations, cover, and advance forward, that's not a blob. A moving everywhere with at least around 3 units is definitely a blob. So honestly, if you just A move around 2 units, it's also sort of blob-ish, but not so blobbing. Either way, you've got these intersections moving around. Enos moving around, fighting for some heavy cover, starting to take time to advance. There's a Tellarmine here. So we know there's at least a couple Tellarmines. One for each player. Gotta be careful. If this Tellarmine explodes, it can wipe out both the Penals. Rifle grenade fired. He actually probably could have threw the rifle grenade on top of the Tellarmine. That would have wiped out everything. Tellarmines don't have the limitation of only damaging 2 models per squad since they're meant to be anti-vehicle. So they have really good collateral damage. Pioneers do push forward and get behind some heavy cover there. And T-70 is going to take some pot shots against the Pioneers. Pack 40 sitting on up. Aim for 4 away. Gets a good hit. Panzer 4 on the build queue. Very nice. Battle phase 2. No tier 4. He is going for exist. Not bad.
Medium armor and rocket artillery is now
Not going for this. The next HQ up. A bit more manpower. 2 firing away. AEC in range. Grenadiers fighting behind heavy and light cover. In good positions. That truck exploded. I love physics engines. And starting falling back there. We now have a mortar emplacement. He does have a minesweep here. Looks like this landmine does get blown up, but looks like it was maybe spotted there. And it takes time to destroy that one as well. Very, very good scouting detection by the Soviet player, and very good cleaning up. If you can't use an engineer, destroy it. Panzer 4 now gains some good hits there, forcing back those engineers. We've got now these P-70 gain some damage onto the Panzer Grenadiers. AEC still getting repaired on up. Squads kept at the various sectors. This one does fall back. Maybe we could have used some medical supplies to keep him on the front line. He has plenty of munitions for it, and doesn't have any munitions sink, so spam out medical supplies. Vickers hitting this Grenadier.
Glider commandos can be called into battle. Orders are ready to be issued for a raiding operation.
Commander regiments now available. And I also should mention there's also Jaeger armor as well. Elephant can be very nice in 2v2, and this map is very good for the Elephant. Assuming your opponents don't build out vehicles. If they don't build out vehicles, then the Elephant's not very good. Panzer 4 straight forward. I don't see Soviet landmines region. P-70 rolls a miss, and the Panzer 4 is trying to get some hits there on the Zis. And in trouble getting shots off, but does fall back. Point being decaptured by the Royal Engineers, and got the blob of infantry sections pushed way forward. Magenta does have, both of them have access to heavy, so may see them both progress to Battle Phase 3. Magenta's already progressed to Battle Phase 3. Maybe a Panzer War for a Brumbar could be very useful, but he's on this side of the map. Red is also going for the Heavy Panzer Corps, and he does have enough fuel for a Brumbar, so Brumbar or a Panzer War would be very useful for him. I'm more impartial towards a Brumbar. I have a bias towards it. I think Red does have MG42, so it gets suppressed. The problem is, we get this large of a blob, they can even push through MGs in the front. Rifle grenade didn't do a whole lot of work there. Panzer 4 firing away. I think the Pinot actually may have bolted over that wall. Satchel charge there, does fall back. P-70 is able to get some good infantry damage, being covered by the Zis gun. And now trying to go for a landmine there. They get spotted. Magenda's trying to push the way forward. Got a Pinot here. Plenty heavy cover behind that truck. P-70 does take a shot there. Or receive a shot. So does the Panzer 4.
Taking our territory.
Does force back the Royal Engineers before we get the landmine deal down. And the mortar emplacements getting some good hits around the Grenadiers. And the AEC's Coaxial getting some good hits as well. Up here, you do now the Grenadiers falling back. Plenty of light cover here, thanks to that satchel charge. The Grenadiers do take a bit of damage. Brumbar pushes his way forward. Squad does get suppressed. Great hit there, look at that damage. He has to fall back to that blob. Not many kills, but look at all that damage. A couple more kills there, very nice. No bunker buster. Coming? Brumbar shouted there. Ah, it must have been the mortar flare. The mortar cover ability, which actually is a pretty rare ability. It's not a bad ability. Brings some white phosphorus mortar and smoke mortars, as well as mortar flares. Fires a shot there. Small hit there onto the AEC. Multiple 6-pounder shots there onto the. A little bit of lag spike there, but the Grumbar does take quite a bit of damage. But the Grenadiers may display some of these 6-pounders. There we go. One does get decrewed.
Crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Ooh, got a good hit there. I think that was a nice Panzer IV shot. No, that may have been rifle grenade. Bundle grenade. Looks like it was a bundle grenade. Mortars firing away, taking time to destroy the pack, or not pack 40, 6-pounder. Grenadiers taking some severe damage. Soviet player says not selected doctrine. Rebuilding of a penal squad. The Soviet player has lost a sniper, while both the Wehrmacht players have their snipers. Katusha, very nice. Oh, that's Panzer Worker. That was pretty good. The Soviet player has a couple. Let's see what doctrine player the Soviet player can go for. Soviet industry, the KV-2 can be decent on this map. IS-152 can be pretty good on this map. And IS-2 can be pretty good on this map. So all the heavy armor can be very useful on this map. It does have the increased Katusha range, as well as the Su-76 efficiency. And landmines just build faster, which is not bad. So interesting choice of bulletins. Does get hit there onto the Panzer IV, or the Sturmpanzer IV. Grumbar doesn't need to fall back. Almost efficiency 1. If he gets efficiency 1, get the bunker buster. As far as trying to fall back as well, taking a bit too much abuse. And 2-2, and of course covers the tree. Good hits there. Pioneers push right forward. There's, of course, a Vickers here to help fight some suppression and slowly being whittled down and starting to fall back. Oh, fragmentation bomb? Takes out the garrison, damage to the 6-pounder. Cutoff point does get decaptured. Right now, if you look at the mini-map, the Axis players do have a majority of the field control and has a majority of the VPs as well. Sniper does fall back, 6-pounder does get a good hit there, and there goes the AEC. As well as the Barrage gets some good hits as well, very nice. The British Blob are getting annihilated. The Soviet player. Oh. Lag spike. Let's give it a moment. Sometimes this happens in live games. Based on the fact that there's still quite a bit of progress bar, I think the game is continued. Try pausing it for a moment. As we're try to let it buffer a little bit. Maybe. As we know what the British player is doing wrong, he hasn't even gotten his next tech structure up yet. He's just been blobbing all the time. So he's nowhere near getting out of Firefly. At this point in time, they could use a Firefly. The Soviet player has done quite well this game, but has been sustaining some pretty big losses. Maybe not go for conscripts and eye for shock troops. Yeah, even then, too much range firepower. That's not really a shock troop map. Can't fast forward. This may be just the end of the replay. Oh, either way, this is great scene. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I really hate it when the observer does that happens. Don't think that's the end of the replay, but I don't know. The spectate function's not super great in Company Heroes 2. Let's find another 2v2. That one's a little bit disappointing, and now probably my last replay for tonight. Of course, I want to keep on hitting the replay button. Let's see now. We haven't done a replay of US, so let's get at least one US player. Oh, there's US. While this may not give an indication of skill, it may give indication of a lack of skill. Should be reasonable enough. Now, yep. That means let's start it now. Rifleman Veteran C got penal, so got a penal player with a little bit armor pen. And we're going to may see the scout car over here, just some Volksgrenadiers and pen on Vickenwiffer. I really do like the Ironhide bolt, and since this provides plus 5% protection, and they already have really good armor, so it's actually a really good Bolton. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay, straight from the Lives game lobby. Blah. On bottom side as the yellow OKW player, we have Hoorah. On as the blue OKW player, we have a foreign name. Just note, the early color scheme sometimes get a little bit bugged out. On north side as the red Soviets, we have the Fantastic Fox. And as well as the magenta US player, we got Junk Flutter. Interesting name. He was immediately locked into the Heavy Cavalry Company. So maybe Iron from Pershing. We've got Overwatch Doctrine here by the player who has the Iron High. So we're going to see Panzer IVs and Left 18s potentially. And definitely going for Battle Group HQ since we got Leader Target. And of course some veteran anti-tank guns. Because Vickenwerfers, even though I think they're mapped to have like same accuracy and pen as Pack 40s. But I don't know why, I think the round itself is a little bit buggy, so it doesn't really perform all great. I don't know why, the gun itself should work fine, but I feel like the gun itself is unreliable. I have no idea why. Rifleman, Volksgrenadiers over here, we got a secondary Sturm Pioneer after a Volksgrenadiers, a little bit less common. This area is a little bit close quarters or quarteries, so Sturm Pioneers can get some good ambush. Does send the Volksgrenadiers to the cutoff point. Does close some sandbags here. He may just plant them there to protect the cutoff point. Got combat engineers here. And he's going to nope, he's not going to stick behind those sandbags. With our caster vision, we know sitting behind the sandbags not a bad choice actually. Of course, staying defensive in the initial capturing game is also a really bad idea. Squad pushes the way forward. Hopefully the Volksgrenadiers get behind the heavy cover. M3 not half track, but light scout car has been on field. Also known as a white scout car, which I think the company is like white or something like that. He does mount up with the penals. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 firing spots out of there. Only 4 out of 6 penals can fight. So against OKW players, you can go point blank range just fine. Just be careful of Sturm Pioneers, they offer good fire damage output. One thing you can also do as well, you can always put combat engines back. Not for the flamethrowers, but their bolt action rifles are pretty good. So they're not half bad unit to mount up. Combat engineers, they do get to this point there, a cutoff point, very nice. SW is half track to pull on the field, which will prevent it from being deployed as long as it's not getting in supply. Volksgrenadiers are eyeing for some light cover here. We've got multiple rifleman squads here and behind no cover. But of course, sometimes good firepower is all you need. Prioritize fire this one. It does fall back there a little bit early, but safely. Drone Pioneers here. Make it behind that light cover. There we go. Poorly gets behind the light cover. After all, that's the front of it. Maybe a good idea. Yeah. Rear echelons are pretty close to her. Does get the point. He captured and falls back. Incendiary grenade there. 2 penal squads. The M3 does escape on out. Satchel charge there. There goes the sandbags. And falls back. So once again, this cutoff point will be cut off. Volkswinger's, his teammates Volkswinger's push right forward. Now got some Jaeger Light Infantry. He was still out for Jaeger Light Infantry. And that sector does get out of get decaptured as well. Looks like both. Oh, another incendiary grenade there. Looks like both players have similar fuel. Got 47 versus 49. So I think their total fuel income's relatively similar. So that's probably a bad way to judge it. And now the Volkswingers do fall back.
Crew, stand ready. Secure the vehicle.
It's a little bit slow right there to get him pushing back out. Can't wait for medics.
White scout car, ready for orders. Strafbat needs orders.
Got these forces now deployed out there. That is definitely a blob. He just ordered all of them to capture that sector.
Ready for action.
Okay, we've got multiple doctrine lock-ins. The rest, we've now also got urban defense tactics, as well as Luftwaffe ground forces. So we've got the Pershing and the KV-2. This map can be decent with the KV-2. Let's see, he can deploy the KV-2 behind this hedge line there and provide some good fire support. That's a blob. Battlefield HQ does get deployed on the field. Storm Pioneers do escape on out there. Jaeger Light Infantry does force back these penals, but that sector is going to be out of supply even if it does fully capture it. This sector does get decaptured. Storm Pioneers do fall back, because the Volkswagen can light cover, but that light cover is also within point blank, so it means no cover. This Volks needs to fall back, does get wiped out.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
And these forces do fall back. The captain, he could always let it not be reinforced and just use supervise ability. We've got some Fallschirmjägers dropping on in somewhere.
Target secure.
There they are.
Grenadiers, ready.
Yep, I have a feeling the Allies doing quite well on fuel income. Weapon racks there.
Supply line just got cut off.
No captain, no lieutenant. No, we do have the captain. I forgot already. No other structures right now for the Soviet player. He does not have medics either. But we do have some shock troops. Rear echelon behind some heavy cover there. I think that's built by the OKW player based on the positioning of the sandbags. And we'll get very close to the rear echelon, which is also a double-edged sword. Rear echelon will be forced on back. I hear more Fallschirmjägers dropping on in. Since the US player does retreat on back and a one big blob, it allows this blue OKW player to get out his elite infantry. And we do now have... Oh, one of the models got sniped in the back. But either way, we got the clown car firing away. Pino's focusing on the Panzerschreck. Very nice. The Panzerschreck squad just needs to keep his distance. Now got shock troops pushing way forward. Jaeger Light Infantry will have trouble stopping them from advancing. Panzerschreck does connect right there. Getting some great damage there. Panzerschreck may get another shot off. He's going to go for it. Good chance he'll get wiped out now. And that little bit of light cover, probably, or the line sight block, may have saved the Shroom Pioneers. You now have a flak half track here. A Soviet player can always go for some PTRSs. No PTRSs on the build queue. He does have a forward HQ here. Means there should be a bunch of medics running around. Yes, they are. There's the ladies. You say very nice action, and I immediately pan towards a blob of US forces. Shock troops do get suppressed there. Boom Pioneers behind some heavy cover there, very nice. Both of the penals, one penal's behind light, the other one's behind a mixed cover. Both Pioneers behind some heavy.
Ready for action.
Black half track sending on up. He is in range of the squad, but out of vision range. There's the infantry forces, and he knows his opponent's blobbing, so he's in prepared defense positions. I actually like this, though there's a line sight blocker there, so this guy may have trouble firing. And actuality, this is not a good angle for the OKW player, but if he holds fire, he may be able to throw a bundle grenade. Of course, this is cast vision. The OKW player can't see this group. He may be able to start seeing it now. At least he's the point being decaptured. They are starting firing. First strike benefits. But it also means he's only getting hit one squad. More squads behind light cover. And, oh, nice. He's using the M3 with PTRS in the back. And the flak half track has to stand and fight. He can't run away. Does see a pretty good 50 cal burst there. And goes down. That was very good. Very useful to the M3. Great Soviet play there.
Keep that BAR close to me.
This OKW player, like I said, he's being defensive. He knows the opponent's going for a blob, so he's repositioned a force there, which I will say is not a blob due to poor control there. Does avoid the satchel charge, which I'll say is not a blob because he is microing them into cover. Does lose the M3. It's not going to last forever. Oh, does try to push his way forward. Is behind a good amount of cover. Yep, I'm cheering for the red Soviet player and the blue OKW player because I don't like blobs, and the Soviet player is just showing pretty good work. There goes the U.S. forces. Does get forced on back. Shock troops are a little bit wounded. Good hits there. Smoke grenade to smoke at the Jägerlight infantry. The scope rifle itself does actually have better accuracy at long range rather than close range. Taking some damage. Of course, the other rifles are still equivalent to regular grenadiers. Jägerlight infantry does fall back. The shock troops do take quite a bit of damage there. Yep, at maximum range, the Jägerlight infantry scope rifle has like 115% accuracy. The problem is, the extra accuracy doesn't actually mean much for the shock troops because rather than using the received accuracy like every other normal unit, they actually just have 0.5 armor. So most small arms would just has a chance of just deflecting. But it also means that 50 cals and other HMGs who have a little bit higher pen just ignore it, and so they're fighting against a one target size unit. These forces are going to get healed on up. Ocean Makers have hold fire stance. Hopefully, we're going to see a bundle grenade. Volks Grenadiers may draw his opponent in, but the blob is heading towards the center. We've got also 2 munition caches by the US player. So the Soviet player may get some good munitions to call in. He does not have a mass ordnance to call in. Does get a full squad right there. Wait. I just realized something. Why on earth did the US player go for munition caches? He went for heavy cav. There's no big munitions sink there, so I suppose he's getting good number of weapon upgrades early, but he's going to be floating munitions really, really quickly. And the OKW player, or not OKW player, the Soviet player doesn't have any big munitions expenditure either. They're not going to make use of those munitions caches. That Volks Grenadiers will get wiped on out. Bolshevik Makers now engaged in the blob. Really bad grenades, so I guess he can spam off grenades. Yeah, I really disagree with the munition caches. As much as I believe that people rely on fuel caches too much in team games, Still would be better than the munitions caches this situation. Oh, looks like one of the Peters have been dropped. Shock troops and Penals coming for a nice little flank, but that shock troop does take some damage. Good grenade there. Shock troops fall back. Good chance he may get wiped out. Satchel charge there. Late response. Blows up one of the guys.
Shock troops have arrived.
He did blow up one of his own guys as well. And the penal squad does need to fall back sooner rather than later.
We have an isolated sector.
Fallschirmjäger's here. He does have one upgraded, or two upgraded Fallschirmjägers. And he is soft retreating these Jaeger Light Infantry to the HQ, which may have been faster to do a full retreat than move over towards it. Either we do have now a squad of Obersoldaten being plotted out. Obersoldaten do combo quite well with Jaeger Light Infantry. But also Volksgrenadiers as well. The Volksgrenadiers can get a bit of damage on everything, and the scope rifle gets instant kills on any unit that it hits below 75% health.
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming.
The Okodabi player is just blobbing now since he's fighting against Blob. As much as I don't like it, if you're fighting against blobs, you have to use a blob or go for something that really hard counters it, like Brum Bars, which neither of them get Brum Bars. Speaking which of other armored assets, let's see, East Course Gun for sheer Panzer Quarters, as the Panzer Authorization does have 100 fuel. All a good idea to go for Panzer IV against the US Blob. Volkswagen here being upgraded for LMGs. You see a grenade there. Grenade in return. Get some good damage on the Volkswagen, and now that Volkswagen is getting annihilated. That's actually one thing about grenades as well. Not only they're meant to do damage, they also force your opponent to dodge, thus reducing the damage they're doing to you. Pack howls are firing away. But the Okodabi player is already in good defensive positions. Got an HMG here to help deal with the blobs. The MG34 is pretty good against blobs. It's cheap and does offer the same suppression rate as the MG42. And shock troops going overrunning these Jaeger Light Infantry. Jaeger Light Infantry just needs to run away. They're not the scavenge doctrine, so can't bring in infiltration grenades to defend themselves in this situation. Obersoldaten are here. These shock troops. This guy, I will fall back because he's far too wounded. He does have Fort HQ. Soft retreat towards the Fort HQ. Both these shocks are severely wounded. This one needs a full withdrawal now. Yeah, okay, there we go. He needs to follow them back to the HQ because they need the healing. Voids the pack howitzer, very nice. E-34-76 on the field, a good support unit. He's fighting against he has two Vicana Warfare, which I don't think he's seen just yet. T-34 is still very reasonable. And he can always go for a KV-2 later on, though, 2 more command points away. Maybe he should have saved up for the KV-2. I wonder, how well does a KV-2 perform if it's like planted right here? That seems like a good spot for a KV-2 right there. Obviously, you guys engaging the rear echelon behind heavy cover. We now have the Valiant Assault active. One Fallschirmjäger squad falling back. Takes out the machine gun placement. Smoke barrage. T-34-76 now push way forward with the Vicana Warfare falling back. He's a little bit of a pickle. Oh, there's a landmine there. Nope. No more pickle. Oh, good shot. Trying to push his way back over here. This area is great for shock troops. Good places for ambushes for SMG infantry. Okodabi Panzer IV deployed out in the field. Trying to hunt down this T-34 with his M1AT gun. Gets a pen, received a pen, received 2 pens, needs it back on off. Got now the armor piercing rounds there. Rolls of bounds. Gets a pen down to T-34. Nope, don't go for it. The M1AT gun has really high rate of fire and good armor pen right now with the saber round. Not worth. Double pack howitzers in the field. Double pack howitzers are very, very powerful. It's something I like to do. How to properly use a pack howitzer. You put it in a position where its auto attacks can help cover sectors, and then you have it in another position, in the same position where it can also reaches a target with its extra range. Keep in mind both, and you can do quite well with it. Shock troops a nice ambush position. This one may be spotted there. Very, very good positioning here. The Okada player may not be aware of them. It's hard to tell. Another pair drop? Oh, bad pair dropped. Maybe he was trying to recapture the MG-34 that got decrewed by the pack howitzers. Is decrewed by the Fallschirmjägers. And now these forces push way forward. They're a little bit too stacked together. The pack howitzer can do some great work. Of another machine gun bunker.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
At least with all those munition caches they have on the field, he can spam out emplacements quite nicely. And also, that's also you don't see too often from the US, spamming out fighting positions.
The capture point is being overrun.
And fighting positions are cheaper than the Wehrmacht machine gun bunkers. They cost like 125 manpower than 150. Same amount of munitions for the gun. I think they're a little bit more fragile. Don't know the exact stats on the top of my head in that situation.
The enemy has destroyed an emplacement.
Does get anti-tank rifle grenade, way too early though. Rolls a miss there. Pack howitzers roll a miss as well. Fallschirmjägers are severely wounded, but at least can get the M1AT gun at bay. Marine cage. It does fall back there. The other player has gone for pass forward. It does have the Iron Hide. Shock troops are a little bit too wounded. Needs a full withdrawal. I don't think soft retreat's a good idea. He does have a capture for Kenilworth here. Yep, that was a bad choice. Kenilworth gets a good hit there. PTRS has linked them a little bit. Way forward. But Kenilworth not packed on up. Very good. And there's a satchel charge there. But Kenilworth hits. No misses. Almost dead. Should be able to plink him down. But Kenilworth is out of position and does get plinked down. Very good of not moving the Wagenwerfer, because he knew that pushing forward like that into the penals will probably force him back. Though, actually, I guess the best maneuver the Okada player could do was rotate around this way and try going down the road. But of course, it's hard to tell which direction you should go. It's by having just go for reverse move, maintaining armor, but in that case, just running away would have been better. Or, yep. 2 M1AT guns here, which can do severe work against medium tanks. Of course, M1AT guns have really good rate of fire, but low pen rates. Depends how lucky you are. Transport getting some good work there. And there goes. Force back those units. Good none of those units are actually quite wounded. He does have the field medics. He does have forward retreat point now, so should be able to get these guys healed up no problem. Penal squad trying to play ring around the rosy at the 4HQ. E-34 is trying to stick around, keep his infantry alive, but Kenilworth being burned alive and does manage to hold the ground. He just need to take time, start repairing the T-34. He needs that back up in action. Got Valiant Salt there. Annihilates the pack howitzers. Smoke there. No, that was actually Stuka smoke bombs. I thought it was the off-map smoke barrage. You could actually capture the pack howitzers. He has efficiency for French smoke, not enough munitions. You may want to keep this guy here to be a target dummy for the machine gun emplacement. Decides to fall back now. It steals both pack howitzers. It's actually pretty hard to steal those things. Great stun grenade there, and a great frag grenade in turn. Of course, Storm Pioneers have trouble here, just when they have a Panic Strike upgrade. Does this squad entirely, drops a Panda Shrek. Eagle Eye Infantry do fall back, and now he may well get himself a free Panda Shrek now. He did drop one of these squads for PTRS. Maybe if he has not picked it up, maybe he can get out a match from that squad. First shooting upon the field. Henceforth will have some severe trouble against that. Looks away, rolls a double bounce there. Or a single bounce, not sure what that was.
Orders complete. Standing by.
Infantry forces now advancing way forward. T-34, plenty healthy to engage. Shock troops, not plenty healthy to engage. Major in the center of the map.
Squad is back to full strength.
Over here, we do now have the Vegener Warfare recaptured. I think that was decaptured early by that T-34 when he found that landmine. Blue has a massive composition on the field. He is at pop cap. He maybe good idea not to reinforce those pack howitzers, or at most just one extra model, because he can't field many more units. He does have mechanized HQ as well, so he could start saving up resources for King Tiger. Not much else he can do. Well, I've deployed out too many Fallschirm Jaegers. They're elite infantry, and they do cost a little bit to reinforce. 36, yep. His teammate has been losing quite a bit of squads, but does have a good composition of 2 Overthoughts and 2 Jaeger Light Infantry. Bundle grenade there. No, I thought that would have been much worse. Shock troops almost got wiped out. T-34 received a miss there. Unlucky for the OPW player. Another miss there. That is incredibly unlucky. And now the Vegener Warfare is falling back. Jaeger Light Infantry gains some good damage here. With another T-34-76, I think at this point in time, probably a good idea to go for the KV-2. I really do like the KV-2, but I think a lot of people don't like it as much as I do. And forward, now move rotating around to engage. Gets a bounce there. Good hits there. We'll lose a penal squad, which is a little bit of an issue, but nothing too significant. Oh boy, that's a blob. And Shrek onto the Commissaries, push way forward. Trying to go for the crushes, got some retreats here. But Vegener Warfare gets a pair of hits. As Faust connects as well from the Volksgrenadiers. Shock troops are here. Maybe we've got to throw a grenade. Right now the shock troops are getting annihilated. Another Panic Strike's there. OPW players just getting Soviet players just getting overwhelmed. All that stuff goes down. Ugh. And he's just running his units into an MG getting pinned. So, yeah, the Soviet player just got annihilated by that massive flank. Pershing firing away. Yep. And the US player is not doing all too well.
We just lost a unit.
Bit of artillery there for something. I think that's major already.
Prepare for combat.
Now I got the mechanized HQ being set on up, apply for repairs.
Hold. Regimental HQ for mechanized units will be here.
Going for Katusha. I don't know what.
Troops have arrived.
Shock troops is probably a good idea. I don't know. Katusha or save up? I think S-30. He may want to save up on S-35. I have no idea. He has right now. The Soviet player just needs to play very defensively.
Now available.
so he doesn't get too much bleed. And maybe shock troops are maybe not the best idea for that. The Soviet player just maybe just want I just probe this area, play safe the shock troops, and that's about it until he gets back in the game. His teammate does have the Pershing as a major. Not a pop cap, has a bit of resources, but a good idea to go for Jackson. Provides a good anti-tank support for the Pershing. Or maybe Scots or Shermans. Anything, really. Blue OKW player is now pushing way forward. He starts to clean out a good number of machine gun placements, but that can be a bit easier with these pack howitzers. Barraging down the HQ. It is a stone structure, and so it's going to take a bit of time to knock this thing out. And some of his rounds are just straight up missing. They can't hit the broadside of a barn. Oh, still that dropped PTRS there.
Armor here. The enemy is overrun. Enemies
Nope.
are swarming one of our emplacements.
Has a landmine there. He can displace the emplacement there of the Panzer IV. Penta Mount will get some damage from the captain, but the Pershing will keep that Panzer IV at bay. So he just needs one more shot in the emplacement to take it out. Cyber Blitz on Alf. Camera is sitting on up, has the escort of the Ocean Jaegers. Take another hit there, needs to continue blitzing. And takes a couple more bounces there. MT-34 here, suppressing these forces to cut the off-map smoke barrage. Maybe a good idea for the Ocean Jaegers to throw a bundle grenade.
AT gun ready.
So the player has nearly 600 munitions. Doesn't have a really good way to spend it. Should perhaps just have combat engineers spam it out. Don't worry about wasting munitions for the shock troops, that's for sure. And the shock troops taking some hits there. Katusha Barrage, he's keeping them there for the Katusha, annihilates all those units, but almost wipes his own shock troops as well. But great barrage there. The player is doing a good job.
A capture point is under attack.
Yellow now has access to Sector Assault, has enough munitions for it. As far as seeing repairs,
Our supply line just got cut off.
the blue OKW player does not have enough munitions for airborne assault.
Our capture point. WPM-110 smoke strike can be delivered to cover our men.
Yep. The Soviet player is... He has to play bold or risky. If they're in a losing position, if they don't take bold gambles like that, they'll just lose. You can either lose quickly or lose slowly, or you may have a chance of winning. Pick your poison. You will find the munitions cache here. Oh, that went down quick. I think, oh yeah, most of this one did pick up PTRS. I disagree with that. Their bolt action rifles are pretty good. And a single PTRS won't be all that great. I don't put a lot of value in PTRSs. Now I've got the Sector Assault raining on in.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Oh, looks like I got a bit of a death loop here. Does got that fighting position, but does lose the Kennerwerfer. He is at pop cap, so losing up the Kennerwerfer is not entirely bad. He does need repair Shun Pioneers, at least for repairs. Shock troops push way forward. Got another T-34 in the field. He's lost his combat engineers. HQ has finally gone down. Took those pack houses quite some time. He kept on using barrages. He should just put them into auto attack range and just force fire the ground. Now got Stukas Fused by blue. That's probably a good idea, seeing magenta.
T-34 ready. That is also waiting for orders.
Magenta goes for another pack howitzer. I think with this amount of fuel, he has probably better go for Scots. You know, I got a half track quad. He's going for our anti-aircraft piece. After all, they have they're fighting against two doctrines with airstrikes. In actuality, that may actually finally get an indication that he's actually gone for scavenge and not, or Overwatch rather than scavenge. Even though the lack of infiltration grenades could also give that away. Because if you have access to infiltration grenades, you're going to use infiltration grenades. T-34 would not seem hit by this kind of weapon. There's a big line of sight blocker in front of him. Obstad Austin and Jaeger Light Infantry charges way forward. Credits there onto the T-34. Chalk shoots chart. He's trying to get the Panzer Strike. Does get the Panzer Strike, but that's not enough to kill. Dusha. And now the shock troops getting whittled down. Jaeger Light Infantry is getting quite fetid. Grenade onto them. Gets annihilated. And does annihilate. Smoke run somewhere. Over here. Right there. Infantry starting to make their advance. Maybe a good idea to use Valiant Assault, seeing how beloved they are. Walnuts Tiger now up on the field.
The fighting has lowered the enemy down to 200 points.
Placement does go down. Panzer IV and King Tiger push way forward. The Pershing's going to have a... Pershing's still alive, right? Pershing's still alive. Right there. Does get a good pen down the Panzer IV. And now got the AT gun decrewed by a nice flank. Volkswagen is going to charge forward for him. Panzer Faust. It's there. And looks like the Panzer IV may go down. Blitzing away. Armor exposed. Oh, finds a landmine.
A medium tank was destroyed.
Ooh. That blob's starting to get annihilated. Rifleman squad here could finish it off. Though Valiant Assault's still active. Pershing does throw a grenade there. I always forget that Pershing can do that eventually too. It's a really stupid ability in my opinion. King Tiger drifting, pushes way forward. Gets a nice hit there in the shocks. There's a Katusha. That Katusha can't contest with a King Tiger as much as people like Katushas. Yeah, keep on driving. Here's an upgun supply truck. But not upgunned enough. We now have the Warframe half-track Suxafus. Finds the ambulance, and I think he got a squad wipe or two there. I can't tell, there's no carcasses remain. Captain does get pinned, MG-34 getting hit. King Tiger now pushing to the Soviet base. Pershing backing on off. Two pack howitzers there. Soviet player doesn't need this structure.
The enemy is attacking our HQ.
And the Soviet player right now has actually quite a bit of manpower, lacking the fuel.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
And right now they have no additional income. And that's one reason why dual fuel cache is like the magic number, but neither of them had use. The Soviet player just could not use the fuel. I think the Soviet player is AFK right now. Yep, looks like the Soviet player is AFK.
Infantry squad.
Nope, or they're retreating back now. Maybe he got hit by a lag spike? Got 18 tank rifle grenades there, trying to hit the cannon warfers. Pershing throws a grenade. Pershing goes down. They're actually not really hitting those cannon warfers, are they? There we go. Just Pershing carcass. There goes his M180 gun. The Okinawa player can utilize Spearhead. Cannon does get decrewed. And it looks like the allies do surrender. I am a little bit curious about something. So player, I thought he did a little bit better, but he got really flanked and lost everything. But look at the US player. That blob was not useful. This Android saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I probably have time for one more. I was hoping that this one will go for at least an hour, but it did not. Let's see now. Seeing my game hasn't been restarted by time, and I don't really want to take time to do it. Let's do a 1v1 to finish off the day. And let's try getting at least Brits or US. We've done quite a bit of OKW, so let's try Brits, US versus Wehrmacht. Here we go. Yeah. Hopefully it's good enough. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Couple Heroes 2 replay straight from the live games lobby. Spawn on the bottom side as the Wehrmacht forces with a Shark O killer. Spawn on the north side as the red US player, we have Jeff. Being locked in the infantry company. We may see some M1919s, or very likely, as well may see some mortar half-tracks. Probably not the priest.
We got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
We got a double Pioneer opener here, Wehrmacht quarters, or not, wrong game, not Couple Heroes 1. The infantry company is now pulling out some grenadiers. Riflemen captured some various sectors, more riflemen on the way. Looks like the Wehrmacht players is eyeing for the left side of the map. Of course, there's the rear echelons over there.
Ready for action.
But looks like this rifleman squad is heading down towards the center. So most of the Pioneers should be able to capture the left side, no problem. Or they may have a bit of trouble with the rear echelons, but as long as they get nice and close to them, it should be just fine. Go nice and close, get a big hug. And since they're not fighting against Soviets, they won't get a bear hug in return. Going for quite a bit of sandbags there. Not bad. Pioneers capture that sector, has not been retasked.
We have a mortar team available for deployment.
Grenade Warfare now pull on the field. This is probably a good spot for the Grenade Warfare, either here or here. No MG to go inside the garrison, and the rear echelons do fall back. Did they even do a single point of damage? They may have gotten one bull on them. What doctrines could he go for? Storm Doctrine, Spearhead, and Joint Operations. I'm thinking Spearhead. I don't think left 18s are good in 1v1s. They can be okay, but nah. I think spearhead doctrines would be quite nice. Though I suppose if what the U.S. composition is, if the U.S. player goes for a good number of pack howitzers, then a Lef 18 could be very useful. M1, same thing with a good number of M180 guns and other static weapons. I guess it's more or less wait and see. Oh, I just realized something as well. He also has the Massacre Bulletin. It's one of the few transformative bulletins in the game. It allows the Ostwind's hull-mounted machine gun to get a bit of suppression. Is it a good amount? No. Is a very, very little amount that can be useful? Yes. Rifleman squad is charging way forward, a little bit blobby. Was able to break on through. Grenade Warfare falls back nice and early. The Grenade Warfare was... No, not thinking about it. Why did he go for Grenade Warfare against the US? They tend not to go for static weapons this early. Yeah, the Grenade Warfare is a poor choice. He's going for MG42 now.
Foes are behind our lines. Headquarters attacked. We are losing a sector.
Oh, suppose now he can get a good hit.
Just took the battlefield.
Captain now on the field, so pack howitzers and AT guns are, well, pack AT guns right now are available, and potentially even pack howitzers. Flamethrower getting some damage.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Pioneers do fall back.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
He decides to decapture munitions sector and run. Probably not a half bad idea. Grenadiers are not capturing this sector, better oversight. MG42 trying to re-secure that fuel sector. More sandbags here, very nice. And the rifle squad does get suppressed. Grenadiers push forward, gain some damage on the rifleman.
We are losing a sector.
Mordek does get a good hit there. Air Pioneers being overran by the rifleman and captain.
Steal our sector.
That rifleman and his squad is wounded.
Orders! Listen up!
I wonder if he's going to try to rush out. Oh, it goes for a lieutenant. We got a double officer opener, which can give him a little bit more field control, having a whole other officer. And now he does have access to the major, so he has access to AT guns, 50 cals, and the major now. Grenadiers do fall back. The extra squad is very important. Right now he's fighting against 2 Grenadiers. He's lacking Grenadiers. Going for a med bunker now.
Our territory.
But he's not fighting against 5 infantry squads versus 2. The flamethrower is more situational. The MG42 is, of course, defensive. You may just want to get inside this garrison planter right there. Captain ate a hit there, but none of the models go down. Really needs an ambulance. He can also get out a mortar half-track, which will be basically invulnerable to the mortar. MG42 in defensive position here. Trying to push way forward. No grenade research means no smoke grenade. Captain does drop model there, which sort of just ruins suppression accumulation. That squad does fall back.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Rifle squad against some hits on the Grenade Warfare.
Losing a sector.
Flamethrower push way forward. Rifle squad does fall back. Left lieutenant behind the truck for heavy cover. Or whatever this thing is. Hunter on point of field. He did need another squad, and now he does. I can still use another one.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
The US player does pull out ambulance, very important. Rifle grenade horrendously cast. This rifle squad should just fall back, get back to the ambulance. It's far too wounded. Lieutenant's engaging. The lieutenant himself is at medium range, getting good damage for there with his Thompson. The captain, the lieutenant's Thompson, is really good. Don't doubt that. And now got the re-echelon squad falling back. MG42 behind some heavy cover. Much needed healing there.
Capture point is being
Picks up
overrun.
bazooka. Oh, he's picking up bazooka for all of his squads? Single bazooka on 3 riflemen. Is he going for a bazooka M1919 combo? I mean, M1919 makes sense. Bazookas, not at this moment. And plus, and does need still the munitions for the M1919s. I mean, he just spent 100 or 200 munitions on bazookas. I really disagree with that. Grenadier squad does fall back. He does find the MG42 on the munitions sector. Captain needs to get inside the house. Bazooka comes for a flank. Splitting the fire of the MG42. He will get flanked by this rifle squad. This one's trying to crawl around and does retreat back nice and early. But did receive a bit of AoE suppression. I suppose we really wanted to do, you could try sieging down the infantry company, but that's probably not a useful technique. Grenadiers here. Yeah, I really disagree with the bazookas right now. If he wants to dual equipped bazooka and 1919s, that's fine, but that's simply not the time for the bazooka part. All these squads now falling back. If he really wants to make sure he has a little bit of AT on the field, I can see preemptively upgrading the rear echelons with bazookas. You get a small dedicated AT squad. He does also have enough fuel and manpower for the major. And drops a M9. Does drop a LMG. Picks up with a rifleman. If I'm not clear, does not have enough munitions for large to myself. He throws up on a grenade, spin the rest of the munitions. And Panzer Grenadier squad does fall back now.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
Huh. That seemed a little bit late. I remember seeing him build that a lot longer ago. Either way, it's not built now. Panzer Grenadiers behind some heavy cover. Panzer Grenadiers do quite well. If I remember correctly, a Vet 3 Panzer Grenadier does beat a Vet 3 Rifleman with 2 bars. But both are behind heavy cover. When you're open ground, it's a... who knows what happens.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Captain getting hit quite hard. Flamethrower taking some severe damage. It does fall back now.
Grenades now available for action.
As for our grenade research, probably for the smoke for the officers.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And now the MG42 is falling back.
The sector has been cut off.
Here's cast being repaired.
Crowd's taking pot shots at us! Orders!
Grenadier squad does fall back. Another MG42 on the build queue. A mortar making a decent hit there. I hear some M1919s. Good hit there.
We must defend our headquarters. The machine and gewehr team is awaiting orders.
He does have forward reinforcements here, and he's not fighting behind heavy cover. There's plenty of heavy cover there for him to utilize.
Is taking our territory.
Mortar running a little bit short. Flammable Warfare gains some great damage there. Major artillery. Looks like major artillery. The MG42 may get hit here. Looks like the MG42 is getting hit pretty hard.
Has arrived.
He gets out of a second mortar? Why? Flammable Warfare does go down. Bundle grenade has been thrown. We go for battle phase 2. I'm not sure what he's going to do. US player's in a good position. He could have been in a better position. He has enough fuel for a Sherman. Maybe skip the reinforcements on the captain and go straight for the Sherman. He's reinforced the captain now. None of these squads are getting queued up. Minimal losses.
We're losing a capture point.
Fighting position here, not bad. Now Panzer Grenadier is fully on back.
Squad is back to full strength. A capture point is being overrun.
Rifle grenade fired. Definitely blobbing his way forward. Pioneers here, they can't do much in this situation. The mortars can do good work for the blob. All depends if they get a decent hit. They're starting to whittle down these guys, get a bit of attrition. Pioneers get annihilated. There goes all on your build. That was a good hit there. Really whittling down these guys. Squad Out Warfare needs to fall back. The other one's in a perfectly good position. Does fall back now? Good chance he may get wiped out. This time the M242 gains some suppression here.
Nothing personal, friend. Well, maybe a little.
The territory is out of contact.
Bazooka reaction on squad does fall back. Yep, a lot of blobs. Two US blobs, British blob. I feel like it's Soviet players appear to be the more competent between the three allied factions. Probably because they don't have LMGs, so they have to rely on cover and fighting. That's my... Oh, am I muted? Can you hear me?
The enemy is attempting
I don't
to
think I'm
steal our
muted.
sector.
What was I saying? Yeah, I think Soviets tend not to blob as much. I think Soviets tend to be filled with higher skilled players because you can't rely on
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
you don't rely on LMGs and aid moving everywhere. You have to rely on conscripts and good cover. It does blow up a landmine there on the retreat. Did more damage to the rifleman squads. MG42 here. And the aid moving MGs are generally not a good idea. This one needs to hit these guys up here. This one's an angle.
Scout car has arrived.
Need some suppression there. This guy does get flanked.
We have lost an MG team.
They are relatively specialists. They're large amount. Ooh, good hits there by the Grenade Warfers. They're specialists, like their shock troops are specialists at close range combat. Partisans are ambush specialists. The Geno's more of a generalist. Same thing with the Guards rifle. A little bit too generous, I'll say, with the guard's rifle. But their units are mostly just our specialists. Which I sort of like that design, bringing specialist units that excel at one thing and do it well. It's a relatively good game design.
Our foes have 300 points remaining. Increase your efforts.
Troop ready.
Does destroy the
An emplacement.
fighting position there. Pantrex engaging.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Infantry!
Pioneers hitting that fuel sector. Riflemen and officers pushing forward. The major's at Vector C3. So is the captain, not the lieutenant. At this point in time, see, the Wehrmacht player does have quite a bit of fuel. Does not have Battle Phase 2. If he had Battle Phase 2, he can get out Ostwind.
The enemy is taking our territory. An infantry squad has been killed.
See,
The sector
it's a
has
good
been cut
design
off.
if they're truly good at something, but else not outstanding at most of their roles, mainly except for Shocks. They're truly, they are the, actually, if I remember correctly,
We are losing a sector.
it's actually pretty close who's actually the better at close range. It's either Shocks or Thompson Rangers. I think Shocks do pull out ahead, while Rangers do out for a bit more mid-range damage.
Enemy forces are
And plus,
securing
you
our
actually don't,
territory.
surprisingly enough, you don't really see Rangers all too often, since Riflemen are generally just a good unit, and you don't really need to bring out the elite Rangers.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
You have a priest in the field,
Ready for action.
bringing in some holy rain. Oh, is he barraging the base? He's barraging the base. Artillery raining on in, not really responding all too well. And now that the Panzer Grenadiers can suppress, and they do fall back. Especially has a great grenade variety and armor, that's a very important one.
Grenadiers standing by.
The grenades themselves, yeah, able access to both frags and smokes. I remember when Rifleman squads used to have access to smoke and frags. There's a reason why the capability was removed, because that was way too powerful for a generalist unit like them. But for an elite specialist unit, yeah, it does very nice. Obslotzen do have access both the bundle gun and smoke, but the smoke's, of course, more close to the White Phosphorus. A little bit painful. Both to his friendly and foe.
HQ is under attack.
Act 40 does try to get back around to the garrison. Infantry company almost taking some severe damage from another priest barrage here.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Another priest deployed on the field.
We have lost a gunner
And
and
I
our first
think
squad.
Sherman tanks would have been more than fine enough. Somehow the bazookas are sieging down the infantry company. And yet no battle phase 2. He has enough fuel for a Panzer IV now, so probably should have gotten that out. I'm not even sure what the Wehrmacht player is doing.
Opponents are seizing the sector.
Conspirators do get pinned there. Goes down to the bazookas.
Fire that bazooka! Pack loaded for panther hunting. Standing by.
Man your station.
Oh, I guess that Panzer Grenadier shock or Panzer Grenadier did actually get some shots there onto the priest.
Check stations. Get ready.
Priest signed for a barrage somewhere. Is he trying to hit this machine gun? Oh, it's getting hits there. Not really a great spot to fire at. Good suppression here. Pack 40 or yeah, Pack 40 here. It's a good hit there. He actually make it the kill on a priest with a Pack 40. You know, it's been a very long time since last seen a Pack 40 take out a priest. Because usually a Panzer IV that goes hunting
Gun carrier
a
just got
priest.
knocked out.
Jaeger Commander does fall back. See a priest barrage here. This area is very congested. Good, it's there. That's gonna push way forward. This Pensmeter also makes way forward. Got quite a bit of a blob here. Grenade does connect with Penstrucks.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical points
Pensmeters do fall back there. Grenadiers do also fall back. Grenades running on top of the house.
Over here! Listen up!
Still no battle phase research. He could get a left 18, that's probably not useful. Grenade Warfare does get a good hit there. Rear Echelon is getting suppressed.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down.
Grenade Warfare is starting to get overran, but it is getting protected by the base MGs. Sorry, I was thinking the wrong. Computer's 1's map has a sector there. Not base MGs. I got confused. Got some artillery now running in. Major artillery is the improved major artillery. Priest got a decent hit there. So he's charging his way forward, but won't be able to do much from right there. And some of the Wehrmacht players ahead on VPs. Bazooka's doing a great job destroying the cache.
One of our points.
Grenadier is getting hit significantly. Still no battle phase upgrade for the Wehrmacht player. You now have redeployment of a priest.
Don't leave that M1 behind.
MG42 is going to get overran. A great suppression there. The Major could get wiped out, didn't focus him down. M1919's ripping apart the MG42 from the front. He still has also the LMG42, and he's mainly targeting, and does get overran. Thank you.
We are losing a sector.
MG42 does get suppressed there. Oh, he does have some ambush camouflage. I forgot he selected Storm Doctrine. MG42 does get displaced. There's a captured MG42 inside this garrison.
We got orders, Sergeant.
Wipes out the MG42. Grenade Warfare maybe on for a barrage on that garrison. The garrison is at full health, barring like maybe a point of damage. Improved recon run, very nice. Rifle grenade fires. It's a good hit there. And wipes out the squad.
We just lost a unit. The enemy is
Priest not
overrunning
eyeing
one
for a
of our capture
barrage,
points.
maybe here. Paula can destroy out the infantry company and the med bunker. You may be aware that putting out any tank is suicide against that many bazookas. True. Yeah. Then he could always maybe take up to Brumbar then. Brumbars have a decent amount of armor. They don't really are afraid of bazookas. And right now, Brumbars would be very nice. He missed the rifle grenade.
Round complete. Breach clear.
And honestly, bazookas... I don't really think bazookas are adequate as anti-vehicle, at least in singles, but there's a good number of them.
Our territory. Our attack.
I don't really have high value in bazookas, honestly. I know some people really like them, but eh.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
More hits there. Not to mention, as going back to the burn bar does have a higher health, so it can, as well as higher armor, so it can withstand quite a bit of abuse from bazookas.
What are your orders?
US player is actually pretty low manpower. Do now have Battle Phase 3 now being researched. Oh, maybe Panzer Warfare is a little bit too iffy with the priests on the field. Counter barrages, of course, well, one place hit and it's dead. He's lacking also manpower at the moment. Wait. Why did you go for Support Armor Corps and Battle Phase 3? Well, that was a big waste of manpower. Either A, he wasted manpower on the Support Armor Corps, or B, he wasted manpower and fuel onto the Battle Phase 3. You don't need the structure for the Tier 4.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
You may want to take time to repair up the... Never mind. Oh, this Granada Warfare's at Veterancy 3 with 11 kills, getting some good damage. That was... Ooh! Okay, that was actually... Finally got some good hits there. Yeah, but... Veterancy 2 with 1 kill. They're getting good damage, but just... Not a whole lot of kills. I suppose machine gun bunker would be not half bad. I just don't like either of these players' playstyle right now. When it comes to the US, I'm biased towards Sherman tanks. I really do like Sherman tanks. I really like medium armor like T-34s, Panzer IVs, and Sherman tanks. As well as Cromwells.
A capture point is being overrun.
Grenade or smoke grenades been thrown. Very nice.
Crowds show 300 points.
True,
on their
mass
line.
bazooka can be very effective. It's just that, and I suppose the M1919 is able to do this sort of strategy a little bit better. But yeah, I rather prefer dedicated units rather than special or journalist units. Because after all, M1919s plus bars are very powerful. While a mix of both does a mix good both work against both, but not excelling. I guess it's more of a playstyle. I like my hard anti-infantry assets and my hard anti-tank assets. I love Jacksons, I love burn bars. They do one thing and they do it very well. Except for medium tanks, I just like then I just like a whole spam of them. You know, there are some generalist things I do like, I guess. Good hit there by the mortar.
Priest, ready for orders.
Why a third priest? Honestly, the mortar half tracks are generally better than priests. Since they have the auto attack capability, they generally do more work overall. I also really don't like how infantry companies really design mortar half track and the priest in the same doctrine. I really hate that. By the way, now there's a third priest in the field. And going from Austin.
Our base is under attack.
Okay, am I just stupid? Am I going crazy? support armor core going for Ostwin, and he also built a heavy panzer core, and getting nothing in a bunker here for medical bunker, I'm guessing, which I suppose we've been fighting against the priest, that makes sense. But why did he go both for the support armor core and the heavy panzer core? In a situation he should have just chose one. Base MG is still alive, suppressing the captain's push way forward. Pushing along the flanks, and of course, he's blobbing up. This is a great way to get exploded. Got bring in some major arty. No, that's time on target. It's been a while since I've last seen that.
They're at 200 points.
Time on target. Starting to rain on in. Black Panther also went spawn a few. Need some decent damage, but lacking better front line. The hull mounted suppression does take a bit of time to actually apply. And he has a pioneer. We're gonna have a lot of work in front of him. Very religious man, yep. He likes everything holy. I don't really think it's worth trying to use a priest barrage on a bunker, but he did. Right now, the US players now pulled ahead in VPs by a small margin. The Wehrmacht player did quite well with VP game. Now his infantry is advancing to his base. Bazookas will be useful in engaging structures. Still has trouble with the captured MP-42 rifle grenade fires. Good mortar smoke there. HQ's now down.
Capture point is under attack.
Are we actually going to see Annihilation? It's actually really hard to get Annihilation victory in this game. I've done like once before because I realized, hey, if I'm having trouble fighting him, I'm just going to rush a bunch of Sherman tanks to my opponent's base and destroy everything quickly.
Enemy forces have 100 points remaining.
Oh, he has 2 more structures to eliminate. These are Annihilation targets. He's going for a burn bar. Very nice.
M7B1 Priest, ready for action.
A 4th one? Even in team games, you don't see a 4th priest. It's actually really hard to get out 4 priests. They're 15 population each. That's 60 population in priests. And they can't even wobble them.
Capture point is being overrun.
And he's going to get annihilated. He's not even stopping that. He also needs to be back here, engaging these forces to stop the annihilation victory. Also, he may be barraging his own units. Wait, who put priests over here?
One of our capture points.
I'm just going crazy. And I think he blew up some of his units, and that's the burn bar. Nope, not the burn bar. He blew up some of his own guys. The burn bar is taking some hits from the priest. The priests do decent versus armor. There goes the lieutenant. Yep, he was at PopCap, wasn't he?
Report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
And he's actually pretty close to the annihilation victory. Garrison's now destroyed.
Lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out. Round complete. Breach clear. Damn Krauts just wasted some of our riflemen.
One more shot. Also, it's not exactly the greatest anti-vehicle. They're missing. And there we go, that's game. Well, that was a weird game. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So, as I mentioned beforehand, that would be my last replay tonight. That was a stupid game. It's been a long time since I've seen an Annihilation victory. By the way, everyone have a good evening. I can't speak right now. I'm just dumbfounded. Everyone have a good evening. Get some good rest.